FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub.
This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. Having a trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out. Blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
Back at the Garden where tonight, after another outstanding road trip, became another disappointing home loss. The Celtics try for the 14th time in 15 tries to avoid a losing streak as they take on Nikola Vucevic and the Chicago Bulls. So here we go. Thanks for finding us on a Wednesday night. I'm Sean Grandy. Cedric Maxwell joins us shortly, and you know what happens when he does. The fastest 30 minutes in the NBA. Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight will tell you who's in and who is out for the Celtics as they try to start getting guys back before heading back out on the road tomorrow. And what is going on late in games are the clutch minutes, the difference between the Celtics winning and losing so many games they have had in their grasp in the final seconds. We'll talk about what's gone wrong as we break down this final meeting with the Bulls. The road team has won the first three. It is selling season now in Chicago with the deadline approaching. Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic. Who could go and could Bazelis be the only truly untouchable player? That's kind of crazy. Plus, who starts for Zach LaVine tonight with the Bulls' leading scorer away from the team? We'll take our trip around the NBA. The Jimmy Butler saga has company as De'Aaron Fox makes his trade demand known. The Lakers 5 days removed from routing the Celtics take a tough L in South Philly. And the one night of the year when it's Dame time again in Portland, but maybe not so much anymore.
Simons in the corner. Holds the ball in front of Lopez. Throws the pass to Scoot. 4 to shoot. Pulls up for 3. No, but Klingon is there. It was an air ball. Klingon comes out of nowhere to grab it and dunk it in one motion.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
Anytime you see long winning streaks, you see small inconsistencies. I think it's a separating factor. I think you get 8 to 10 more wins a year on winning close games.
But coming up next, we started by calling it the game of the night in the NBA. Little did we know, by night's end, it may have been the game of the year. Celtics and Rockets put on a show Monday. We'll look back. Celtics have one timeout remaining. Boston also has a foul to give. Van Vliet, inbound. Şengün gets past Cornet, in for the easy dunk. Rockets take the lead. It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the Celtics and the Chicago Bulls here at the Garden, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Ugh, time to tackle my to-do list.
You mean all those doctor's appointments you've been putting off?
Exactly. I think this says eye exam?
Just book one on ZocDoc. You can search all kinds of doctors by availability, specialty, location, and read reviews from real patients.
Okay, what about a primary care doc and a dermatologist?
Again, ZocDoc. Gastroenterologist next?
Nope, brunch.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe here. And you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
I thought we competed. Give credit to Houston, like the people we wanted to make beat us tonight. You know, we wanted to get Jalen, Fred, and Sengun. We wanted to take them away, and then we kind of accomplished that. Dylan Brooks and Amin Thompson, they made us pay.
Well, that's kind of how it works. You have to pick your poison, especially when you're playing an elite team in the NBA. And the Celtics, if you don't know, certainly were against the Houston Rockets. Welcome back to Charleston Star Market. Celtics tonight. And I know people are starting to lose their mind a little bit, Max. 11-10 now in the last 21 games. Obviously 5-7. This is a bigger problem. 5-7 in the last 12 games at home. But for everybody that has spent the last 48 hours starting to climb up the panic meter a little bit, there have been 15 losses for the Celtics this year. That one bothered me the least of the 15. It was an amazing NBA game.
That was a great game, and it's too bad that said one team had to lose. It was played well. It was played hard. The Celtics did what they needed to do, but I think the biggest problem I think a lot of fans had was the fact that the Celtics were up by 12 points and could have walked away with that game and then just kind of let them get back in.
All right, so the Celtics, as I said, 5-7 at home, now 32-15. Here's a bigger problem. Now just one game ahead of New York for third place. That, to me, is somewhat significant.
Why?
Because how many series then you are setting up if you don't finish second? The Celtics, as we said many, many, many times, have been the best road team in NBA history over the last 3 years. But how steep do you want to make the hill? You're setting yourself up to where you'd have to win 3 series on the road to win the championship. And when that seems to be very much, I don't think it's in the Celtics' control to make up 5 games on the Cleveland Cavaliers, even though they are going to play them twice, the rest of the way. And who knows? Cleveland could start losing games, and
I think
it could be a three-way dance at the end.
I think they will, but here's my point. When I asked you that, is what Sean Grandy keeps telling me. He said this is the greatest road team in the history of the history. So if you think if you're that good, I don't think that it bothers you. You need to be playing well, and you need to be healthy more than anything else, instead of having a standing where you're not healthy and you're not playing well.
This seems a little silly given the fact that 8 months ago, the New York Knicks lost a Game 7 at Madison Square Garden in the same second round of the playoffs. But if you can avoid a Game 7 at Madison Square Garden in the second round of the playoffs, I think you want to do it.
Bring it on. I love the challenge of, what it would mean in going in and destroying the Knicks and taking their soul. I do love that.
You're a soul taker. Previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. I often say it. Hey, this is the game of the night in the NBA, and that's the matchup. It rarely unfolds that way, and it turns out it wasn't the game of the night. It may very well have been the game of the year. Celtics are playing well. They've won 4 in a row in the home white. They'll wear the home white tonight at home with the green letters and numbers. They'll go right to left. Houston wearing their road black uniforms, white letters and numbers, red trim. They will go left to right. Alperen Şengün and Kristaps Porzingis on the opening tap. Şengün wins it. It's in the hands of Amin Thompson, and away we go. Jaylen Brown at the mid-block, spins, falls away at 12, and hits again. That shot was even tougher. Going to keep testing it until he gets out of his range. 7-2. Celtics have played well against these Ime Rockets. Tatum really hasn't been involved here. He's got a couple of rebounds, gotten some breaks started. Tatum steps to his left, bounce pass from Porzingis. Pretty good look at a 3. Swish. Oh, not fair when he's playing like that.
Pick and roll, pick and pop from 25 away.
8 for Porzingis already. Tatum turns, gets to the elbow, fall away, no good. Rebound, eludes Cornette and Porzingis both somehow, and gets to Amen Thompson. Finds the trailer, Dillon Brooks again. 6th 3 of the night for Dillon Brooks, and the Rockets lead by 6. Rebound for Cornette. Celtics are defending the paint well, but not the 3. Jaylen Brown in transition, knocks down a 3, and the Celtics have the lead.
He's talking to Brooks. He's talking to Brooks right back at you.
Now we got it all here. The game of the night in the NBA now has a game within the game. Van Vliet for Şengün, punched away by Cornette into the hands of Drew Holiday. Houston turns it over. Holiday finds Tatum down low. Pump fake, scoops it up and in with his back to the basket. Rockets had given up on the play. They gave the foul, but Tatum got the shot away anyway, and he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good release here to Tatum. All of a sudden, the defender coming, couldn't control himself. Tatum put it up on the glass, goes in.
This would be an elite win for the Celtics. Pritchard, quick 3 for the corner is good. Right off the out of bounds. Jaylen inbounded it. Pritchard ran to the corner, buries the 3, and the Celtics suddenly lead by 9. Pritchard lobs it. Keita catches down low, runs it up. No good. Offensive rebound. Luke Cornette, and he throws it back down.
The doctor just came to town.
Luke, he is their father. Jalen Green now driving on Pritchard. Pushes back to Dillon Brooks. Houston resets here with Amen Thompson straight away. Rockets trying to regain the lead. Bounce entry. Bowling ball 1 gets to Şengün. Şengün push pass for Amen Thompson. Crazy reverse up and in. And the Rockets have scored 13 straight to take the lead. 102 to 101. Quick outlet, Dillon Brooks. Now here comes Amen Thompson. Slowed down by Jaylen Brown. Return to Dillon Brooks. Left side 3. Got it. 10th of the game for Dillon Brooks. Houston has the lead. Tatum walks it through the Leprechaun logo. Moves to his left. Switches to the right hand. Drives on Şengün. Runs it off the window and in. Tie game. You can start every game by saying it's going to be the game of the year. Only one time will you be right. They hand to Van Vliet. And here we go. Tie game. 4 seconds to go. Inbound. Thompson drives strong. Step back on Jaylen. Jumper's good. With 0.7 to go. Celtics do not have a timeout. Inbound. It's going to be Pritchard from 3/4 court. He shoots it over the top of the backboard. And the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back wins over the Cleveland Cavaliers, come to Boston, and they survive and outlast the reigning and defending world champs.
Can't say anything more. It was a great game.
We promised you the game of the night, and they delivered the game of the year. Houston 114, Boston 112. That was good stuff on Monday night. There's no question. The Celtics entering Monday had been 19-1 when shooting 47%, 18-1 with an effective field goal percentage of 56 or better, 23-3 when winning the rebounding battle, 26-5 when leading by 12. They had all 4 of those markers and lost the game anyway.
Well, there are things about a game like that, but one thing they didn't do is talking about protecting that three-point line. And we have a guy like Devin Brooks hitting 10 threes. What was missing there? Oh, I know. Derek White didn't play in that game. So defensively, you had a void and you had a hole.
And there's this perception that the Celtics sort of picked their poison and left Dillon Brooks open. He had a couple of open threes, but for the most part, they were not open threes. Dillon Brooks just had a great night, and Amen Thompson was the star. Dillon Brooks is going to be remembered for hitting those threes. Amen Thompson was the man of the match the other night, getting Houston going in transition. He set up a lot of those Dillon Brooks threes. He was outstanding. Houston, by the way, is now 9-2 since getting blown out by the Celtics back on January 3rd. They are the NBA's best offense in that span. Max, what's the other game people went crazy about when the Celtics lost? 2 weeks ago in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Toronto now is 6-1 since that game. They have the NBA's best defense in that span. So sometimes when you get to 30,000 feet, you realize, wait a minute, that wasn't quite as bad a loss as you thought it was 2 weeks ago. And you're playing the hottest team and elite team in the NBA. I know it's always better to win. I know everybody wanted to go 82-0. I guess here was my only message right now, because it clearly is trending this way. And maybe it was just because my 13-year-old son pushed me over the top by saying, I don't like the fact that we're just one team competing for a championship now and not the team. And I said, you know what, son? You have just nailed the exact moment. Because all last year, Max, what was everybody complaining about? Yeah, the season's great, but it doesn't mean anything if they don't win the championship. Then they win the championship, and now suddenly everyone's losing their minds because the regular season isn't as good as last year, which is one of the 5 best regular seasons in the history of the game.
Well, people are always spoiled, and they always want more. So when you win a championship, they want you to play elite in the beginning of the season. That's what everybody said. How can the Celtics get beat? How can they beat them? Because they were playing so well. They figured that they were still light years ahead of everybody. But so far, halfway the season, you see there are a lot of teams that are competing, playing in that same stratosphere.
How about that Dylan Brooks game the other night? 36 points, 0 assists. Nothing subtle about that. Teammates with 33-plus against the Celtics in the last 5 years. Jokic and Murray, Giannis and Drew Holiday, LeBron and AD, Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, Trae Young, Danilo Gallinari, and Dylan Brooks and Ahmad Thompson joined that list with their game here the other night. Now, we've had a lot of nights, it seems like, the last couple of years where you get to the gym and the other team's best player is not playing. In this case, we knew yesterday that Zach LaVine was not going to play in this game. He has been effective against the Celtics this year. Chicago's not good defensively, but they are pretty good offensively. Not without Zach LaVine, they are not.
Well, you lose one of your primary scorers. But how many times have you said, this guy's out? And when AD and I think AD and this guy named LeBron were out, and all of a sudden the other team, what happens? All those guys who weren't getting shots, they line up. Hey, it's my turn. So you can have a hot night from those other guys. I expect this is going to affect them, but how about I said it so many times to you? In the short term, you can lose that particular player. I think in the long term, it hurts.
In the Joe Mazzulla era, the one I remember the most was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We get to Oklahoma City. I know you did that game with John Wallach. I was doing that game on TV. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, late scratch, and the Celtics were down by 50 in a blink of an eye. So obviously it happens. So Chicago will play very small in this game. They're going to play Ball, Dosunmu, White, and Giddey. 4 guards. Obviously, Giddey's a bigger guard, but Billy Donovan's going to play 4 guards against the Celtics tonight, who have their starting 5, but will not have Sam Hauser or Al Horford.
Well, I think that when you play in a game like this, all you want is to go out and dominate. And if the Celtics right now, I'd probably want to put the 3 ball in my pocket and concentrate and focus on dominating the paint where you're so much bigger than the opposition.
And Chicago will give that to you. The Bulls have made a point of defending the three-point line. They've been very, very good defending a 3, but they've been one of the worst teams in the league at defending the paint. Max's Play to Bank On, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Make your home energy efficient in 2025 with CSB's 0 APR rate heat loan. Apply now at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender, Clinton Savings Bank. An experience you can bank on.
Well, if Derek White is back in the lineup, he's the guy I want to focus on. Can score the basketball. I really think they missed him defensively as their anchor, especially going up against the likes of all these teams, Devin Brooks and Houston. So I want Derek White to be that guy.
Max's keys to the game. Could have used these last night at Buffalo. Max's keys to the game, driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Keys to the game, I think, controlling the initial point of attack. But to me, more than anything tonight, when you're playing a small team with small guards, 2 things, really. I'd say controlling the three-point line, and on top of that, not turning the ball over because they want to get out and they want to run.
Still to come on Charleston Star Market Celtics tonight. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla about the clutch minutes that have gone awry, what is going on there, and how has that made such a big difference over the last couple of weeks. We'll take our trip around the NBA. De'Aaron Fox clearly wants to go to San Antonio. Can that happen? We'll discuss that, plus the latest, obviously, with Jimmy Butler. But when we return, Joe Murray's got Sports Hub headlines. What is going on with the Bruins right now? Maybe Joe can tell us as we get you ready for Celtics and the Bulls here at the Garden on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future-ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots. Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Patriots continue to make additions to their coaching staff. They added former Bills defensive back Scott Booker to the staff today. He previously served under Mike Vrabel with the Titans. Other NFL news, the Jets have hired Steve Wilks as their defensive coordinator, and the Bruins, losers last night to Buffalo 7-2. They'll host the Western Conference's top team, Winnipeg, on Thursday. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive to oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and in Natick. I'm Joe Murray. Grandy and Max will take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/try now.
Mazda?
Once you discover the Mazda CX-50,
Mazda.
It doesn't take long to get it. With an available turbo engine and off-road drive mode, it's a crossover SUV rugged enough to go well past your expectations. It will have you saying,
Mazda.
The Mazda CX-50. It's made to move you.
Every Mazda SUV offers you an elevated driving experience and refined performance. Discover it at Tasca Mazda Cranston.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox.
Holiday, left-hand dribble drive against Young. Kicks it out left side. DB launching a three-pointer. Next, that one in. Back-to-back triples for the Rockets.
Well, Dylan Brooks didn't make 10 threes last night, but Houston won on the back-to-back to go down to Atlanta, win again. They are past the Celtics now for the third-best record of the NBA at 32-14. You can't have a better week than the Houston Rockets just had.
They were outstanding. I mean, you're talking about games they won and winning it in different ways. I think that's what's really crazy about it.
Meanwhile, on the other end, not so much for the LA Lakers, who lost Anthony Davis in the first quarter last night in Philadelphia, and Tyrese Maxey put on a show.
Maxey, 41, has not scored since he's come back in the fourth. 5 seconds, he breaks free. Oh, what a layup, up and good. He weaved right through the Lakers.
43 for Maxey in that game. Lakers get blown out 118-104. It was not that close in the game last night by the Sixers, who are closing in on Chicago, by the way, just one game out now for that final spot in the play-in. Damian Lillard goes back to Portland last night, and the Blazers beat the Bucks in Portland.
Well, I think that is just amazing when you think going back to a place you don't think that's going to happen. With a guy like Dame coming in there playing well.
Cleveland at Miami, one of the games we'll be watching for you tonight, in addition to Dallas and New Orleans, because the Celtics will fly to New Orleans tomorrow. Jimmy Butler suspended again. Obviously, we'll spend a little more time on that as we move along tonight, but it's
a train wreck, and don't look anymore.
I'll tell you why.
It's done.
Because here's a player who clearly does not care about the regular season, is putting himself in front of his team and his own contract, but when the bright lights are on, he performs huge in the playoffs and big games. So who better to talk to about that than you? That was my thought.
That's your thought there. I'm Jimmy Butler.
You are.
Hold on, let me get that. Let me get that $50 million guaranteed next year. Hey, you know what, Sean? You'll be doing the game with somebody else right now. I would not be here.
All right, we got the Celtics, we got the Chicago Bulls, we got Joe Mazzulla next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
WIC is a supplemental nutrition program that plays a crucial role in improving the health and well-being of children by providing families access to healthy foods, nutritional education, and other essential support services. WIC programs help improve the long-term health outcomes of mothers and children by ensuring all eligible families, regardless of immigration status, have access to cost-free nutrition resources they need to thrive. If you or someone you know could benefit from WIC, visit health.ri.gov/WIC or reach out to your local WIC office to learn more about eligibility and how to apply.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
The coach's interview brought to you by Shaw's in Star Market. Here's Sean Grandy right now with the coach.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. 48 hours ago, and I just assume, Joe, that everybody listens to every minute of every one of these conversations, and they treat them like a show that this is the next episode. So they have listened extensively to the previous one, so they know that we talked 48 hours ago and began by talking about the 103 shots you had against Dallas. And in tying that all together, how we said things had to be going right for you to get 103 shots, you got 80 on Monday.
No question. And combination of not offensive rebounding and not forcing turnovers. And, I think we had 16 turnovers, and they only had 7. And we didn't have the 17 offensive rebounds that we got against Dallas. And so, that's the process of winning. And again, close games can sometimes be defined by one final play, but two plays, which in our case it was, in my opinion. But there's also a longer game there where we talk about the shot margin and things that go into winning throughout, and giving yourself the best chance to win with the shot margin.
Fans can't separate it, and they shouldn't. It's not their job to separate from emotion. Media often doesn't do it in the way they analyze games. Intellectually, that in a 200-possession game, and what I thought was one of the games of the year in the NBA the other night, which easily could have one bounce goes 1 inch the other way, and it's a different outcome. Do you have the ability to mentally separate, to know that when winning and losing seems like everything?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of your job. You have to, because you got to play 48 hours later. You got to play again. You have to figure out. So yes, absolutely. I think that's the number one job, especially in the NBA. When things are ever changing and you go through ups and downs, it's the same thing as if you're going to go on a long winning streak. To me, that's when I'm at my most on eggshells. Because can you get better? Can you find things to get better at? Are you sticking to the process? And so I think that's the number one job you have to do.
I thought you were going to, instead of eggshells, though, you were going to say on other people's nerves.
I probably do
You're
that.
on a winning streak.
Yeah.
Media finally caught up to the disparity we've been talking about here for a while between the record and the net rating, and how it was very simple the other day. I took something that's extremely complicated and said, here are the Celtics rankings over the last 20 games, offense, defense, net rating, and then after a pause, and here's what it is in the clutch. Now, clutch is defined, people define points in the paint and fast break points and clutch minutes, however you want to define them. And we've had the conversation about, is clutch really a thing? But why? Clearly, let's just, before we move on, you agree with the premise that the clutch minutes are what's sort of determining that's the disparity between being, say, having the fourth best net rating and being 11 and 10.
Yeah, I mean, I think that anytime you see long winning streaks, you see small inconsistencies, I think it's a separating factor. I think you get 8 to 10 more wins a year on winning close games. And, being able to do that, however you find ways of doing that, sometimes whether you're deserving of it and sometimes you're not. And so I think that plays a part in the difference between what the numbers are saying over the course of a season or a 20-game stretch versus being able to squeak out some of those clutch games, to where you have to win. And obviously the Houston one comes to mind. The Atlanta one comes to mind. The Atlanta one at home. I mean, Atlanta won the
two home games,
the 2 home games against Atlanta. Both of those count there at Cleveland. So the 1 to 3 possession games, I think, are where, a deciding factor can be of kind of where we're at and where we were maybe at points last year.
And people are trained to think that a missed free throw or a missed shot is what defines clutch, when every single thing that's done on a basketball floor, a defensive rotation, grabbing a defensive rebound, crashing, everything is a clutch in a clutch minute is the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's making a play, right? It's a defensive rebound, offensive rebound, forcing a turnover, not turning it over. And it's funny, in late game, execution's always on, did you make the shot or not? Where, so late game execution, as long as you make the shot, that was good execution, and so, late game execution is still about the process of fighting for the last shots, but you got to be able to make those at the end, and so I think that's important too.
All right, we're obviously this has become sort of the pick your poison era with so many guys shooting threes. And I think it's an interesting night to discuss it because Chicago is clearly a team that has made a decision because they have really aggressively defended the three-point. People talk about their offense because they gallop up the floor, and Vucevic had a great. We've talked about this because we've seen them 4 times already. But I'm interested defensively in the choices they make.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything comes down to which ones you have to take away. And I don't necessarily believe in transition defense as its own entity. It's always the byproduct of a turnover, a poor rim read, or did you crash to get back. And so you have to take away their transition threes, whether that's Kobe White, whether that's Vucevic. And then it comes down to tendencies, right? Like you want to take away Vucevic's pick and pop threes. You want to take away Ball's threes in isolation. And when Levine's playing, he's shooting great and off pick and roll threes. And so it's leveraging which ones you have to take away in order to give yourself the best to defend. And that's similar to the Dylan Brooks one. Is out of the 10 that he made, 4 of them were in transition. 2 of them came off an offensive rebound, and 2 because once we blitzed and then once we overhelped on an Amen Thompson drive, and it was a kick out to the corner one. And so I think only 1 or 2 of them came from a schematic situation. And so it's really about just making sure, hey, these are the ones that we have to take away. If you don't take these away, then all the other stuff becomes more difficult to guard.
I just read that you didn't guard him. What do you mean?
Yeah,
There's all
I
this
know.
other stuff. You're making it seem so complicated. Quickly, we covered this before when the opponent's top scorer is out. In this case, unlike some of the others we've discussed, you had a day. You've known this was coming today. Does that give you time, or is there interest, or is it worthwhile? Do you study the minutes they have played without him?
Yeah, I mean, I think the last clutch game was against Charlotte without him. And so you kind of watch that one. But it gives you, when you're at shoot-around, you have a clear distinction. Okay, this is, they're not going to this because this is his type of play, so here are the things that we're focused on.
That's Joe, which you already knew. You think we should just, I assume people just listen episode to episode, so I think we should just continue the next one.
I just assume that no one listens.
That's probably safer. I think,
Yeah,
you know what?
that's my assumption.
I think this is what Brad did. That's why it got so good.
Yeah,
Brad just assumed
it's
nobody
always
was
my assumption that me and you are literally just talking to each other. No one's listening.
That's probably.
And even if they have it turned on, they're still not listening.
Hey, guess what? Max and I have been doing it that way for 24 years. Celtics and the Chicago Bulls next to the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
We only get 48 minutes together. A few times a week, a few months a year. 48 minutes.
Big game for the Celtics tonight.
Where the 72,000 square miles of New England are focused on nothing but 94 feet of parquet. Because it's us versus the world, and the world versus the world champs. At Amica, we show up for New England, like New England shows up for the Celtics.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
3 times the Celtics had faced the Ime Udoka Houston Rockets. The result, 3 wins by 64 points. Monday night at the Garden, though, the Celtics down 3 rotation players, still cobbled together a 12-point fourth-quarter lead. But the Rockets continue to grow in front of our eyes. Quick outlet, Dylan Brooks. Now here comes our man Thompson. Slowed down by Jaylen Brown. Return to Dylan Brooks. Left side 3. Got it! 10th of the game for Dylan Brooks. Houston has the lead. Another home loss, another shot to the Celtics' cloak of championship invincibility. Now, just a single game separating them from third place New York. The Celtics get 3 straight against sub-500 teams starting tonight against Nick Vucevic and the Chicago Bulls. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers. FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded is mission mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
Right back at the Garden. The Celtics end this brief two-game homestand against the Chicago Bulls, and the starting lineups are brought to you, as always, by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Kobe White will go into the starting lineup to replace Zach LaVine for Chicago, playing with Josh Giddey, Lonzo Ball, Ayo Dosunmu, and Nick Vucevic in the middle. The Celtics tonight have their starting five back. They'll sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
Remember last year, Max, when we had that amazing stat? There were a lot in the championship year. But my personal favorite was the fact the Celtics had more 30-point leads than 10-point deficits, because they were getting off to great starts. We weren't talking about clutch time last year because there was no clutch time. The Celtics were just beating the living heck out of everybody. This year, not only is there a lot of clutch time minutes, which haven't been going well, it's happening in large part because this starting five has not gotten off to great starts.
Well, and I think that's, part of their shooting has been off. I think they have to be a little bit more, especially in a game like this, pick your poison. Tonight should be a game where you attack the rim because the other team is so small on the inside. Two's more important than threes tonight. And I say that, and they'll shoot so many more.
I decided that we're going to use tonight, in addition to calling the game, to find the origin of Pick Your Poison.
That was Adam and Eve.
I don't think anyone was writing stuff down back then. That would be my general sense of it.
Well, you think about it. Pick your poison. Don't taste that apple.
Earliest publication of the phrase was in the Daily National Republican in March of 1864.
Okay.
The phrase "pick your poison" originated in the mid-1800s as a way to order a drink at a bar.
Order a drink in the bar?
No.
Hey, dude, pick my poison.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a great selling point, but again, advertising hadn't really evolved yet. The Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup and #1 truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Samantha Stone of Franklin. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter, Samantha wins the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 98.5, thesportshub.com.
I just think this is one of those things, again, where the Celtics have to get out and you have to do a real number of attacking this very small team out here. Giddey essentially playing the power forward.
The road team has won all 3 games in the season series, and perhaps because of that, no, it's not, I'm just making that up, but both teams are going to wear their road uniforms tonight. Chicago in the road black, red letters and numbers. They will go left to right here in quarter #1. The Celtics, who were beaten on this floor by Chicago in the game that kind of started everything after the NBA Cup break, they will wear the road green tonight, white letters and numbers. They conversely will go right to left. Vucevic against Porzingis on the opening tip, and on a Wednesday night at the Garden, we're underway. Porzingis wins it back into the hands of Derek White, who returns. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Celtics will go on offense first. Porzingis for Derek White, right side against Kobe White. Enters to Porzingis. He drops it and can't save it from going out of bounds.
Okay. That started off again, as you're saying. Not a good start.
Ayo Dosunmu, University of Illinois, getting played home in Chicago. A good bench player. Gets it back from Vucevic. Drives, reverses it up, no good. Holiday dogged him the entire way. Forced a tough shot. Drew Holiday into the front court. Angles to his left. Drop back to Porzingis. Here's that quick 3, and he drills it. And Porzingis feels like he is 90% on that opening 3 of the game.
He has been unreal shooting that basketball.
Vucevic, by the way, has as well. He hands to Lonzo Ball. 3 years away. And great stories in the NBA this year. Kobe White now against Derek White. Slow left-hand dribble behind the Giddey screen. Dribbles inside the free throw line. Stop and start on Derek White. Throws back out the ball. Bounce pass in the corner. Dosunmu drives and dribbles the shot clock away. And that wasn't even close.
Well, good connection there by the Celtics. And ran people around off the line and attacked and made sure that they had a hand in the face.
Billy Donovan just staring daggers at Ball and Dosunmu there for mismanaging the clock. Like, really? Won't get to see Billy Donovan coach against Al Horford tonight. Porzingis going to take another quick 3. He got it. Vucevic was halfway in between. He's like, should I? Shouldn't I? Porzingis said, you should. Back-to-back 3s to open the game for Porzingis. 6-0 Boston. Josh Giddey deep on the right side. Bounce entry. Vucevic. Baseline extended against Jason Tatum. Vucevic kick out to Sumo. Yeah, defense is aggressive here, intentional. Kobe White dribbles into the middle of the pack and misses the 12-footer. Tatum has the rebound. Angles it up the right side for Jaylen Brown against the Sumo. Switches to the left hand. Drive strong. Finger roll up and good. Great start. Celtics turned it over on their first possession, but they now lead 8-0.
Well, exactly what you talked about. A good start.
Lonzo Ball, who's taken before the guy guarding him, Jason Tatum, in the draft, moves to Giddey left side. Porzingis steps away from Giddey. That gives him an open three, but he missed it. Offensive rebound on the weak side for Vucevic. Throws it back out of the wing for a Kobe White three. That is no good. And a good box out by Jaylen Brown, and he gets the rebound on Vucevic.
Great box out.
All right, you say great, I say good. Jaylen steps to his left. Three comes up short. Offensive rebound. Holiday steps in front of Giddey. Shovels it back to Jaylen Brown. Steps back behind the line. Rocks the three. This one's too strong. Derek White taps the rebound underneath to Porzingis, who gets fouled by Giddey.
Man, hitting that glass, keeping that basketball alive. Good opportunities in by the Celtics. When we talk about a smaller team, attack that rim. I mean, attack the rim. Oh, they've been shooting threes. I'm sorry.
Levine is not playing tonight. He's away from the team. Obviously, as soon as that was announced yesterday, people started saying, oh, trade deadline, blah, blah. But he is away for personal reasons. There are reports out there that I'm not a big fan of. If a guy's out for personal reasons, you know what? They're personal. There has been reporting that Zach LaVine, his third child, is on the way. Porzingis gets the first free throw, but the Celtics and Bulls are not going to. How would Bill Fitcher respond to that?
You'll see the baby at the end of the season.
Have her take a Polaroid. Back in the day. 10-0 is the early Boston lead after the free throws. Lonzo Ball turns the court. He's got a lane to the basket. Drive, scoops it over. Porzingis, no good. Rebound punched around 2 times. 3 times. Comes down to Lonzo Ball. Kick out Kobe White. Derek White challenges him, so he throws over the shoulder to Lonzo Ball. His left side three is no good, but Jaylen fouled him. And Lonzo Ball will get 3 free throws here with the Bulls down 10-0.
Why is Porzingis tapping at the ball? Well, you got a guy who is
to keep it away from a taller guy that might be around.
6'6" out there.
There are no taller guys around.
Grab the basketball, put it on your fingertips.
Maybe George Murison is behind him.
Big George Murison. That's a man from the ball.
Lonzo Ball gets Chicago on the board. They have been good offensively. He's been good since he came back. Try so many different treatments. So frustrating. We just spent all our time in the trainer's room trying to get back.
Scores almost like that. In the Buffalo game yesterday with the Bruins point.
Meanwhile, speaking of brain cramps, Vucevic, Drew Holiday, DeSumo, and Giddey, after the second free throw, all ran up the floor, either forgetting or not listening to the broadcast when I said he has 3 free throws. He hits all 3, and now we can resume with the Bulls on the board, 10-3. I often tell my wife the world would be a better place if everyone would just listen. Tatum, over the shoulder pass, Derek White deep on the left side, thought about it, instead moves into the corner to Drew Holiday. Diagonal entry to the free throw line. Porzingis jumper is dead on.
We have nobody right now. Just contain Porzingis. That's going to be a problem.
Porzingis has 10 points, and we have not yet played 3 minutes. 12-3. It's a 9-point early Boston lead. Lonzo Ball steps back as a deep three, and it's good. He's got all 6 for Chicago. Chicago likes to run the ball up and down the floor. Tatum shuttles to Porzingis, another 3. And you say, why aren't they guarding him? With who? Vucevic can't run out and play the 3-point line. They got to get Patrick Williams to do something. It's 15-6, Boston by 9. Kobe White, bounce entry, Vucevic at the mid-block, throws back out to Giddey. Up fakes, bumps into Porzingis, knocks him away, and that frees Giddey to spin and score because no one is at the rim. 15-8, Boston by 7. Derek White up the left side, finds Tatum straight away. Tatum moving to his left, has a step on Lonzo Ball, but he fumbled it off his own leg out of bounds. Tatum turns it over.
We just talked about that, not turn the basketball over.
Both teams wearing the road uniforms better than the night they tried to wear the same uniforms in Chicago. Kobe White drives, quick hands by Drew Holiday, pickpockets him. Drew into the front court, throws a bounce pass Derek White wasn't ready for, but Derek's got it. Hands to Porzingis, steps to his left. Vucevic went up in the air and landed on Porzingis, and is called for the foul.
Crazy that you're guarding a guy at 7'5", out beyond the line, at least 3 or 4 feet away.
Now, the uniforms are coordinated, and every game is set up the entire year who's going to wear what uniform. That wasn't the case in 2009. Porzingis pushed back to Drew Holiday, angles down the left side, lost the ball. Vucevic knocked it away. Dosunmu comes out of the pack, races the length of the floor, and lost it. Came out of his hands, but the Bulls have it back. Giddey throws out the ball, wide open three is good.
Oh man, is this going to be a repeat of what we just saw?
How many guys in the Caleb Martin game, Dylan Brooks game, Jaylen Brown gets in deep, runs it off the window and in after pump faking, and Billy Donovan calls timeout because even though the Bulls are hanging around here on all these Lonzo Ball buckets, they cannot get a stop. Celtics have scored 17 points on 7 shots. 7:28 to go opening quarter. Boston 17, Chicago 11. BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
A 6-letter word for an app where you can easily find and book an in-person or virtual appointment with the perfect doctor by searching specialty and insurance and reading real reviews from real patients.
It's ZocDoc, obviously.
Genius! How'd you know that?
How do you think I found an amazing therapist, dentist, and primary care doc?
Can't believe I didn't know this was an option sooner.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
The Lone Star State is growing and is now the hungriest state in the nation. To ensure every neighbor can thrive, join the North Texas Food Bank in the fight against hunger. Together, we can nourish our neighbors and empower healthy futures. Learn more at ntfb.org.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Celtics up 17-11. Nearly 5 minutes in at the Garden tonight. Randy Max in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Celtics lost the shot margin Monday night and lost the game. Bulls have gotten 3 offensive rebounds, and they turned the Celtics over 3 times, which is why they're only down by 6, despite the Celtics scoring 17 points on 8 shots.
Movement of the ball very good for the Celtics. Again, we talked about not turning the basketball over. If you do that, you're going to be in good shape.
Out of the timeout. Lonzo Ball comes out. Just Buzelis is in. Giddey drives around Porzingis, scoops it up and in. He got a good head of steam going. After falling behind 10-0, Bulls have cut it to 4, 17-13. Tatum moving to his left. He's not had a shot yet. We've talked about that a lot. He hasn't got shots early. Long cross court finds Derek White in the corner. His 3 is way off. Offensive rebound. Holiday though misses the putback. Rebound Vucevic.
Ball is very low.
Josh Giddey shovels to Vucevic. Now Kobe White against Derek White in the left corner. Buzelis aims, fires a 3. It's no good. And the rebound fielded on hot by Drew Holiday. Buzelis might be the only untouchable in terms of trades on the Chicago roster. 19-year-old Jaylen Brown spins on Giddey, gets in deep, falling out of bounds. He's able to float it to the far corner to Derek White. He turns the corner, gets into the paint, diagonal kick out. Tatum against Dosunmu. Tatum gets to 12 feet, floats it up there, blocked from behind by Vucevic. Bounce pass lead for Kobe White. He's going to take it in himself and then hand off to Buzelis for the 2-hand slam. Chicago was within 2. 17-15. Jaylen Brown drives past Giddey. Kicks to the corner. Tatum swings it out to Porzingis. Extra pass. White to Holiday. Holiday attacks and then kicks back to Derek White. Pulls up on Buzelis. And at the last second throws it back to Jaylen Brown. He's in the paint. Over the shoulder pass. Holiday. Holiday steps back on Dosunmu. Tough follow-away 3. Nope. Back iron. Rebound Vucevic. And that's about as good 24 seconds of defense you're going to see from Chicago. Giddey galloping the length of the floor. Draws a foul on Jaylen Brown.
So off to a good start. In the end, what did Chicago do? Chicago scored in the paint, attacking the rim.
Another player. Imagine if Josh Giddey's still in Oklahoma City. They're doing fine without him. But misses the free throw. So what do you do here as Patrick Williams comes in, another lottery pick for the Bulls? Obviously, Vucevic and Levine are very attractive pieces to any contender. So a scenario by which Levine might not go very far because the Milwaukee Bucks are kind of moving into the front runner spot. It's very difficult for the Bucks to make any kind of trade. Same thing with Denver. It's almost impossible. 1 or 2 free throws. Chicago within 1. Long cross court. Tatum finds Holiday. 3 rims out, and the rebound for Vucevic. Porzingis got taken down by Patrick Williams. They don't call it. Giddey, left-hand dribble, driving strong, throws it out of the wing. Patrick Williams clean, looking at 3, comes up short, and the rebound for Tatum. That would have given Chicago the lead after the Celtics started 10-zip. Tatum against Buzelis. Tatum lit up the Bulls in Chicago in December. Monster triple-double. His bounce pass to the corner, kicked by Giddey. And will reset the shot clock. I believe we're going to get an early Jaden Springer entry into this game.
Defense has been, when you think about defense, when Tatum comes down and dribbles around a little bit, the defenses now seem to be getting more entrenched. And they're waiting for him to take another dribble and another one. And the shot clock starts to go down.
Pritchard and Springer replace Brown and White. There's the bounce entry to Peyton Pritchard, and he had a monster game in Chicago in November. Over the shoulder pass, Porzingis up fakes, drives past Vucevic, gets in deep, runs it with the right hand, it won't go. He had to switch from the left hand to the right hand, falling to his left, and that took him off rhythm. Another chance for Chicago to take the lead. Giddey for Vucevic. So shovel pass for DeSumo, trying to turn the corner on Springer, can't. Bounce past Giddey, coming strong on Holiday, hand to Vucevic, flips it up and in, and the Bulls have gone from down 10-0 to grabbing the lead. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. 12-2, Chicago run, 4:50 to go. Opening quarter, Chicago 18, Boston 17 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toners, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting DimeBeautyCO.com. That's DimeBeautyCO.com. Your best skin awaits.
Your vision benefits just got even better. Now at Pearl Vision, provide your updated prescription from your new eye exam and get 40% off lenses. Their eye care experts are ready to help you find the perfect pair of glasses that suit your style. Don't wait. Your new look is just a visit away. And they accept all major vision plans. Find your nearest location at pearlvision.com. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Celtics now trail 18-17. Brex proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Brex.com/grow. Celtics led by 10, now trail by 1. Tatum falling away, hits from the free throw line, and he is on the board. Remember, he didn't score in the first half on Monday night. Then had one of the great third quarters, I thought, of his career. Josh Giddey, hounded by Springer, getting some big first quarter minutes. Giddey exposes the ball, has it back, throws out to Patrick Williams. Bounce edge for Vucevic against Tatum. Tatum trying to hold his ground, baseline extended. Vucevic whips across court, picked off by Springer. Springer into the front court, drops back for Drew Holiday. Over the shoulder pass, it's Tatum getting a Porzingis screen. Vucevic out on Tatum, trying to check him. Giddey shows double team. Tatum shoots a three anyway, swish. Tatum 5 quick points out of the timeout. Celtics lead 22-18. Terry down the left side, throws to the left corner. Mazzulla squares. His three is online and good. They really like this kid. 22-21. Celtics have the lead. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. If you're syncing up with TV. Porzingis sets a high screen. Tatum bounce pass. Porzingis attacks the paint, and Mazzulla's reaching out, commits the foul.
Mazzulla's long, size, athletic, can shoot the ball from the outside. Very much a player that you look at and you're going, NBA, new NBA. Shoots from the outside, long, athletic, and get towards the hole.
And still a chance to grow into that body, too, at 19 years old.
I remember what that was like, 19. Ooh.
Porzingis gets the first free throw. I was asked to take a station ID, but I wanted to wait until it was exactly 8 o'clock. And as you can see, there's still a few seconds left. So before the second free throw, now at exactly 8 o'clock, we'll take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easy Media Group Station.
Randy and Max at exactly 8 o'clock and 10 seconds in the East. Mazzulla tiptoes the baseline, throws it out to the wing. Terry has to run, go get it. Pritchard dogging him out near half court. 8 on the shot clock. Terry switches to the right hand, just pulls Pritchard backwards, flips it up, blocked by Pritchard. Quick hands is right. Cornette, just in the game, comes up with a loose ball. I got some great numbers for you on Cornette. Pritchard drop back to Jason Tatum. Celtics by 3. Tatum getting a Porzingis screen. Terry on his shoulder. Tatum spins to his right behind the Porzingis screen down the right side. Vucevic waiting for him. He backs it out. 6 on the shot clock. Here comes the double team. Tatum drives past Vucevic. Crazy reverse. Bounces out. That almost went. Rebound for Terry.
Tatum said he got hit on the arm.
Giddey spins away from Pritchard. Porzingis challenges the ball. Giddey gets rid of it. Vucevic keeps it away from Tatum. Throws to the right corner. Patrick Williams. Left-hand dribble into the paint. Throws back out. Straightaway three. Giddey. Nope. Back iron. Long rebound. Springer. Chase it down.
Springer very active right now. Defensively and offensively.
I don't know. He wasn't so much put in the game as he was released from the bench to cause havoc. Kick back Porzingis. That three is way off. To hit his first couple. Giddey has the rebound. Bounce pass late. Terry has an angle. Elevates. Finger roll. Up and good around Porzingis. Alan Terry cuts it to 1. 24-23. 2:18 to go first quarter. Tatum. Watched by Patrick Williams. Trying to use the high screen from Cornette. Has the ball punched away and stolen. Another Tatum turnover. Chicago can take the lead, and Tatum, another frustration foul. We've seen that a lot where Tatum feels like he gets fouled, and then he ends up committing one. Thought he got hit from behind by Patrick Williams on that turnover. Porzingis comes out. Drew Peterson getting first quarter minutes as well.
Oh, rolling the dice now.
Ironically, it was the segment of the game Monday where Jason Tatum was out there with Cada and Pritchard and Peterson. And the Celtics actually extended the lead. It was a brilliant third quarter from Tatum. Lonzo Ball attacks the middle of the floor. Last second, moves it down low to Jalen Smith. He's going to throw all the way back out to the three-point line. Kobe White steps to his left away from Pritchard, misses. Springer has the rebound. Springer, burst of energy up the middle of the floor. Keeps the dribble alive, spins, Euro steps, and is lucky to be able to find someone to throw it out to in Tatum. 11 on the shot clock. Tatum pulls his way past Terry into contact and a foul.
John wanted to get that contact, but you're saying, and you're so right. When you're frustrated, like Tatum, you see it, the more they see you frustrated, that's what they want to see. And you know, when Tatum first got here, that's what we said. You can't frustrate that kid. You can't now you can see the looks of frustration. Has to get by that.
Thank you for saying I was right. You know, you and I do that often to each other, and I realize that's why
As many times said you're right. Let me give you another time you said you're right. I said that people just did what you said, the world would be much better. And you agree with me.
That's true, and you were right about that. But the thing is, we tell each other often that we're right, which is a key to a successful marriage, which is why this is lasting. More people would do that.
John, get away from that.
Tatum gets the free throws. 26-23.
Explained that when I said my partner one time, speaking of you.
And somebody misunderstood that.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Jalen Smith
come on.
Throws it away in the backcourt. Terry can't come up with it. Jalen Smith does. Chicago regains the possession. They find Lonzo Ball straight away three. Flat, no good. Rebound. Jalen Smith knocks it away from Tatum out of bounds. And the Celtics will get it here, leading by 3 with a minute 16 to go in the first.
What you seeing? Energy. Springer defensively that we haven't seen with pressure on the basketball.
The Celtics don't have anybody this year that is just go out and cause havoc. And that's what he's been doing. And in the Clipper game, Cornette drives in, runs it with the right hand, no good. Jalen Smith has the rebound.
Took one more step, he could dunk it.
Get a whistle. I'm going to give you those numbers on Cornette. Lonzo Ball throws back to the trailer. The spectacle. Jalen Smith with a follow 3, no good. Peterson takes the rebound, hands to Tatum. 3 for 2 maybe for the Celtics here with 50 seconds left in the quarter. Entry, Cornette, free throw line. Pritchard shuttles into the right corner. Springer up fakes the 3. Attacks Jalen Smith. Pump fake and just gets gobbled up. Lost the ball. He tried to do the Pritchard move, but he doesn't have that one down. Kobe White goes the distance. He very nearly traveled. Ooh. Terry out there half court. Dog by Peterson. Finds Lonzo Ball. Squares. Takes the 3. Air ball. Ooh.
These last couple of minutes have been disastrous for both teams. Now, only thing about it, Chicago did get a 2-for-1 opportunity. Won't be much time left, but they still got one.
Celtics led 10-0 at the start, and then Josh Giddey was right in the middle of the comeback with 3 assists and 5 points. Lonzo Ball made some shots. Chicago actually took the lead. Now the Celtics up by 3. 17 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock as we count it down to the first quarter. Tatum, dogged by Patrick Williams, out deep on the right side. Looking Peterson's way instead. Left-hand dribble drive to the free throw line. Tatum gets in deep, in some trouble, throws it away. But Lonzo Ball, did he touch it? It looked like he did. And it will be the Celtics who get it back with 2.7 to shoot.
Tatum's trying to dribble through a zone. That's impossible. Don't leave that basketball. 2.7.
Peterson will trigger it. Bounce past Tatum. Or to Pritchard. He enters it back to Peterson, who floats it up, blocked by Jalen Smith, and that will do it for the first quarter. And off to a great 2 or 3 minute start. The Celtics very quickly put their home crowd back to sleep. End of 1 at the Garden. Boston 26, Chicago 23 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toner, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting DimeBeautyCO.com. That's DimeBeautyCO.com. Your best skin awaits.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Ford F-150 first quarter was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup, a #1 truck in brand loyalty. To the second quarter we go. Celtics up by 3, 26-23, and thought we might have a winner in the contest tonight. It's been few and far between. Celtics have to have a 15-point first quarter lead. Probably did that. I haven't looked this up, but they probably did it 25, 30 times last year.
Oh, I mean, you look at the Celtics, the way they played, they started out really well and then turned the basketball over.
10-0 lead behind Porzingis, hitting a bunch of shots at the start of the game. Chicago down by 3 with the ball to begin the second quarter. Lonzo Ball, I know got to finish that story from 09 as well. Over the shoulder pass, pretty good look for Patrick Williams, but he gives it up. Kobe White attacks the paint, throws to the right corner. Lonzo Ball relocates, but misses the 3. And Springer pulls the rebound away from Jaylen Brown. He didn't realize that wasn't a Chicago Bull tugging on the basketball. Pritchard enters to Jaylen Brown. He's double teamed in the paint, throws back out to Pritchard. His wing 3 a little bit short. And the Bulls have the rebound. Lonzo Ball.
I'd love to see Brown just turn around.
Long lead pass. He threw it right to Peyton Pritchard. Trying to get it to Patrick Williams, but Pritchard sort of boxed him out of the paint. Come up with the interception. Celtics by 3. Pritchard strong down the right side. Stops. Throws back out to Derek White. It's a pretty good look, and he got it. It's a 3.
If he can get his game back on target, that's going to... a lot of problems going to be eliminated.
29-23. Boston by 6. Kobe White turns. Back out Patrick Williams. Up fakes on Derek White. Steps in at 20 feet, and his jumper's good. Long 2.
Nice job that time. Contesting the shot, but better offensive execution to knock it down.
29-25. Boston by 4. Derek White turns to Cornette. Out of the wing. Jaylen Brown comes to get it. Enters to Cornette in the paint, spins on Lonzo Ball. He's in deep, and he scoops it off the window and in.
He squirreled that one in. I mean, it just barely got over the rim.
Lonzo Ball handed Jalen Smith. He squares right away, fires the 3 and knocks it down.
Didn't hesitate on the first one he got. This time doesn't hesitate, but knocks it down.
Couple of stops, Phoenix, Indiana, but good spot for him here as the backup 5 in a small team. Pritchard handed Derek White another quick 3, got it. And there was a moment there of lack of hesitation by Derek White. That is a really good sign. 34-28. Sumu in the paint. Goes cross-court Jalen Smith is guarded by Cornette. And he stepped out of bounds.
Good being connected by the Celtics right now defensively. Everybody's stepping up, hat on the hat, man on the man.
So with both teams wearing the road uniforms tonight, it conjures back that night in March of 2009 when the Celtics went to Chicago and the Bulls thought it would be a great idea to wear St. Patrick's Day uniforms and wear green. But nobody told the Celtics, so both teams are wearing green jerseys. And it was utter chaos. Pritchard.
They could have changed.
Shirts and skins, I guess. Jaylen Brown. Peyton Pritchard. Switches to the left hand, drives on Kobe White, gets in deep, bounce pass to the corner. Springer going to take this 3, swish.
Springer's getting a lot more confident. He is gaining minutes with this coaching staff.
That was a confidence-making shot right there as a return pass from Jalen Smith for Kobe White deflected out of bounds. Bulls will keep it early in the shot clock, but the Celtics, who actually lost their 10-point lead earlier, have it back up to 9, 37-28.
When you get a guy like that being disruptive, he's changed the rhythm of what Chicago was doing.
Celtics 3 of 4 from distance here early in the second quarter. 3 threes in 3 minutes. Kobe White getting dogged by Springer. White switches to the right hand. Kobe White whips to the far corner. Jalen Smith all alone, but he misses the 3. And the rebound, Jaylen Brown. Those are the shots Chicago has to have with Zach LaVine out. Jaylen Brown, head of steam. Pass Buzelis, gets in deep. Buzelis stay with him, block the shot. Sumu was in there as well to disrupt. Sumu angles it out to Patrick Williams. Slowed down by Jaylen Brown. Return to the Sumu. Straightaway 3 is good. That's a nice sequence for Chicago.
And a chance to go up by 11 if the Celtics can. Brown just got gobbled up.
37-31. Celtics by 6. Derek White, stop and start. Spins on Kobe White. Bounce pass to the right corner, Pritchard. Challenged by Sumu. Pritchard, left-hand dribble, shovel pass for Jaylen Brown, coming strong, steps into the paint, runs it off the glass, no good. And the rebound for Sumu. Force that. Jalen just 2 of 6. Sumu switches to the left hand, over the shoulder pass. Kobe White pushes it out from the corner to the wing. Great move by Patrick Williams, stepping around Jaylen Brown, but Jalen stayed with him enough to alter the shot at the rim. Missed layup. Peyton Pritchard. Deep in the paint, finds Jalen coming strong. Hand off in the last second to Cornette. They're calling the foul. Jaylen Brown maybe thought that should have been called earlier, and I'm guessing, I'm just looking at body language. I think Jalen felt if they had blown that whistle sooner, he would have attempted a shot, but when he didn't hear the whistle, he tried to pass to Cornette, then they blew the whistle. But he is going to get free throws here.
Watch how this goes. Hey, I think you're right.
See, this is why it works. 24 years of broadcast business.
Just maybe you guys understand. I was on a TV show.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell the story.
And I was talking about, it was down in Gourmet, and I was talking, I said, hey, did you go to this restaurant to eat? Yeah. I said, well, me and my partner went there to eat. I was referring to Sean. So about a week later, a friend of mine says, yeah, I was out with this girl and I saw her. And I said, she owns Celtic paraphernalia. She said, you like the Celtics? Love the Celtics. Hey, my good friend is Cedric Maxwell. I don't like him anymore. And this is how the story went. So don't get mad at me. She said, because he's gay. Gay? She said, and my buddy said, he's not gay. He said, no. He was on Family Gourmet. He talked about him and his partner. I was talking about Sean. So now when he says all this stuff, I'm like, Sean, stop. People hear stuff and they go where they're going at.
Well, what could go wrong with that in 2025? 8:12 to go in the first half. 38-31 Celtics on the 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
I'm Jennifer Garner. You may know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card because it makes everything we do even more rewarding. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles on every purchase means we earn more too. And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's the year of getting stronger at Planet Fitness. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need, with most clubs open 24 hours. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel in time. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 7, 38-31. Jaylen Brown has another free throw coming after the timeout was called. We're at 8:12 to go in the first half. I know I owe you a Luke Cornette stat. And by the way, guess who scored 40 in the G League last night? Say it, Thomas.
Oh, man. I was going to say LeBron James' son.
He had a rough go last night in Philadelphia. Went 0 for 5, did not score. Kobe White, push pass forward to Sumu. Long cross court. Derek White gets in the passing lane. Thought he deflected it off Bruzelis. He wants the Celtics to challenge that. But is that worth it with 8 on the shot clock? Now they're going to challenge.
And this is, you know why they're doing this? Because, I'm not sure, but he's saying they did it, but it looked like Bruzelis pulled his hand back.
Better be right if you challenge this one, which the Celtics will. 7:56 to go first half. Boston 39, Chicago 31 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
At Amica Insurance, we've been protecting New Englanders for generations, long before the first Celtics banner was raised or the iconic parquet floor was laid. For 117 years, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So you can count on Amica to show up for you like you show up for the Celtics. Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7, and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
Have you made the switch to Knix? Millions of women have made the switch to the revolutionary period underwear from Knix. That's Knix. Period panties from Knix are like no other, making them the #1 leak-proof underwear brand in North America. They're comfy, stylish, and absorbent, perfect for period protection from your lightest to your heaviest days. They look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature incognito protection that has you covered. You can shop sizes from extra small to 4XL. Choose from all kinds of colors, prints, and different styles, from bikinis to boy shorts, thongs to high-rise. You've got to try Knix. See why millions are ditching disposable, wasteful period products and have switched to Knix. Go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code SHOP15. That's knix.com, promo code SHOP15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. That's knix.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
All right, coming up at halftime, Joe Murray will have scores from around the NBA. Some feature games, including the big national game with Jokic and the Nuggets at Madison Square Garden tonight. We're keeping an eye on that as the Celtics now just a game ahead of New York in the Eastern Conference standings. We're waiting on the result of the coaches' challenge here.
The ball is off of Chicago. The challenge is successful. It's Boston's ball on the sideline. Boston, because the challenge is successful, Boston will retain the ability to challenge later in the game.
So there you have it, the voice of Brent Barnaky making that call. As I said, that's what you better be right.
I'm with you about that. I know you want to take up for your players, but damn, you better be right with that call because it come back and haunt you later on.
If you lose that challenge anyway, if Chicago, you don't challenge. Chicago has 8 seconds on the shot clock and no Zach LaVine out there, so it's a low percentage chance to score anyway. Jaylen Brown spins on DeSumo, pump fake, runs it up and in. That's just physicality.
He looked like he was about to lose that basketball, but what's he doing? Going to the paint.
Celtics started the game 10-0, fell behind. Now they got the 10-point lead back as Porzingis returned. Kick out Kobe White. Little zone look here from the Celtics. Kobe White drives around and lost the ball. Holiday may have gotten a piece. It may have just been his presence that forced him to rush. Pritchard picks it up at the free throw line. Kick out Derek White. Up fakes. Attacks. Runs it up right hand. He got fouled, and it was very close to goaltending on Buzelis after the foul.
Buzelis got some hops.
He does.
After he blocked it, White got by him, he pushed him. He was still able to get up and block that shot before it was goaltended.
You're right.
Thank you. There you go. But I could be a wipe. What do you mean?
All right, one of the things about... Don't.
Why? They don't do that. That happens. What do you mean I'm right? Let me make sure I get this straight. Oh, I know that gets you laughing, right? What do you mean I'm right? You're right, honey.
No, I just heard that.
Oh, you're just saying that. You're saying that. Get me to shut up.
I love that great comedians thing. I just heard about the being married is like being in AA. Yeah, I'm a married man. It's been 4 months since my last decision. Derek White gets the free throw, so we're at 43-31. Celtics have run off 6 straight here. Bounce entry, Vucevic, kick to the corner, waiting. Kobe White, 3, off. Rebound, deflected by Holiday into the hands of Porzingis.
You can't give Kobe White that kind of free shot.
Long cross court, Jaylen Brown attacking Giddey, goes right at him and then tries to throw it to the corner when he was in too deep. Kobe White deflects it out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 15 to shoot. Check me on this. It feels like that instantaneous Derek White decision-making is back.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes. You just get your swagger back. Get your groove back.
It's a big part of his game, how quickly you make decisions. Holiday for Porzingis. Couple of steps in on Vucevic, wants to hand off to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen wearing DeSumo, steps through him and draws the contact and a foul, and Jaylen will get free throws, and Celtics have their mojo back in control of this game.
Let me see where he's playing. Oh, watch this. He's playing in the paint. You got a smaller guy guarding him. He's attacking the rim. Smart basketball play.
This is a 12-3 Boston run, plus whatever Jalen gets to the free throw line here.
I'll tell you what, in this game, let's give Springer credit. Springer kind of changed this thing around. The Celtics didn't seem like they were going any place. They came out with some great defensive plays. They were able to slow the guys down, knock down a three, being very effective with changing paces.
You're right.
Again. What do you mean I'm right?
What do you mean when you say it like that?
Yeah.
Toronto is up 19 at Washington. If the Raptors win that game, and it's Washington, so they're going to win that game, they're going to be 7-1 in their last 8 games, and they are just kissing Cooper Flag goodbye with this run they've had over the last couple of weeks. Jaylen Brown gets 1 of 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, Canada.
I had that whole thing set up for Cooper Flag to go to Toronto. Long cross-court pass. Patrick Williams gets it back in the wing from Giddey. Entry deflected, stolen. Pritchard comes up with it. Celtics turning defense into offense here. Leading by 13, their largest lead. Pritchard shovels it down low. Jaylen Brown steps around Patrick Williams, runs it off the glass and in.
And I thought he could have made that move quicker, but hesitated for a minute. Went back with the left hand and laid it up quickly. I guess that's an assist right there for Pritchard, although he put the ball on the floor.
9 straight for the Celtics. They have their largest lead up by 15. 6:32 to go in the first half. 46-31.
Well, again, this is trying to see what the Celtics are doing and what they're doing on their defensive end. Putting pressure on the opposition defensively. Good hands, challenging. Making the opposition do some things they don't want to do. Now, when Kobe White gets the ball by himself at the three-point line, that's danger to me. But they've missed a couple of shots. Chicago right now struggling. No Zach LaVine, one of their leading scorers. And they're doing this, Celtics right now, they're doing this consistently in this game. They're doing it without Tatum being on the floor.
Chicago's got to decide here what they want to do at the deadline. Obviously, Vucevic, as we discussed during the first quarter and during Celtics tonight, Vucevic and LaVine are prime targets as we approach the trade deadline next week. And, you know, if you're the Bulls right now, your Bulls, they sell out every night. Where the motivation is.
Well, I think that you start, as you're saying, you start looking at it. Is Chicago a contending team? No. How do you become a contending team? Get bad and then get a good pick and then surround them with some of those guys you have right now.
They could easily end up out of the play, and they're only a game ahead of Philadelphia. Sixers, an interesting question at the deadline. Here's the kick out. Giddey, pretty good look at a three. No good. And rebound for Drew Holiday. Got poked in the eye by Porzingis. Pritchard switches to the left hand. Giddey waiting in the paint, so Pritchard will throw it back out. Celtics to reset it here with Drew Holiday wearing the white t-shirt under the green uniform. Moves it down low. Pritchard baseline extended. Quick tricky dribble on Giddey. Floats it back out to the wing. Drew Holiday drives strong. Switches to the left hand and scores off the window. Celtics have scored 11 straight.
That was a great looking shot. Kicking that ball off the window and again attacking the rim.
Celtics by 17, 48-31. In the corner, DeSumo. They pull away from him. Giddey zips an entry towards Vucevic. He telegraphed it, stolen by Jalen, who dribbles behind his back, 2-on-2 with Pritchard. Jalen drives strong on Patrick Williams. Turns, runs it up and in.
Wow.
What a sequence for Jaylen Brown.
What a sequence playing defense. This looks like the Celtic championship team, the way they're playing defense.
Jalen's got 13. The Bulls, without LaVine, are essentially the worst offensive team in the league, and it looks like it now. Vucevic or Patrick Williams in the corner, zips the entry to DeSumo, who scores quickly over Porzingis.
Porzingis thought he had blocked that shot, and kind of gator on the ball real quick.
Ends the 13-0 run. Celtics by 17, 50-33. Holiday, quick three, bounces short, and the rebound for Patrick Williams. 5:05 to go in the first half, 50-33. Celtics by 17. Patrick Williams spins, kicks out, left wing. Giddey doesn't want the three. Lonzo Ball, chased by Derek White. One step back at the free throw line, jumper short, and the rebound for Pritchard. Lonzo Ball hit his first 2 shots, now he's missed 5 in a row. Pritchard, offensive end, driving on Giddey. Tiptoes the baseline, muscles it up and in. He creates separation. Defenders think he's going to dribble all the way along the baseline. He just steps back a half step and creates a tough angle layup. 52-33, 19-point Boston lead. Giddey, cross court, Lonzo Ball. Now straight away, stepping into a three to Suma. That was a hope shot, no good. The rebound, Jaylen Brown, good job to punch it away from Vucevic. Celtics can go up by 20 here. Pritchard, drop back to Derek White, quick three, short. Rebound, belongs to Suma. I'll still take Derek White. not hesitating. Bounce entry, Vucevic runs it with the left hand up and in. They finally get one in deep to Vucevic.
He's been begging for the ball right there on the post.
52-35, Boston by 17. Derek White against Giddey, one dribble, hand to Pritchard. Pritchard has the lane taken away, moves it to Drew Holiday, around the horn, Jaylen Brown, squares, deep three, straight away, no good, back iron, and the rebound, Vucevic. And to Josh Giddey. Giddey leads into Sumo in the left corner, he slides into a more comfortable corner three and knocks it down. 5 straight here for Chicago, and they've cut the Boston lead to 14. 52-38. Derek White over the shoulder pass, Porzingis straight away three, swish. Amazing how easy he makes that shot look. 55-38, Celtics by 17. Porzingis 18 points in 15 minutes. Here's a three from Patrick Williams, gets it right back. Bulls 7 of 20 from distance, Celtics 8 of 18. Not often the opponent takes more threes, but again, Chicago going so small tonight. Derek White sends the answer to Porzingis, who catches it in one motion with the right hand and just turns his right hand and lays it in at the cup.
Boy, he didn't slam it, but that was a difficult shot. 20
for Porzingis, but Vucevic gets the two right back before the Celtics can get set. He was at the smiley face. Big offensive finish here. It's the second quarter for Chicago after falling behind by 19. 57-43. Derek White for Porzingis launches the deep three. No good, back iron to the rebound. Giddey and Lonzo Ball collide. Giddey comes up with it. Giddey spins on Derek White, attacks, scoops, and scores.
Slippage right now if you're the Celtics on their defensive end.
57-45, lead is down to 12. There's flurry here from Chicago. Jaylen Brown attacks the right side, jumps into the paint, and scores. They can't stop him. He's going where he wants. 15 for Jaylen. 59-45. Switching to the right hand, Patrick Williams. Kick out of the wing. Lonzo Ball for three is no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. And here's the interesting thing that's happening. Now Jason Tatum returns. He has not played the entire quarter.
Celtics have picked up on the defensive end, and they've had better ball movement. Just Tatum's been out of this game. Oh, wide open.
Kobe White in the corner for three. Celtics fell asleep. And the Bulls, who had 8 points scored in the quarter until about 3 minutes ago, are on a 17-7 run. Got the Boston lead from 19 to 11.
Here's one of the things that happens sometimes with the Celtics. You're passing the ball off of 1 foot. You can't put any steam on the basketball.
Jaylen Brown and to Tatum, who has returned, guarded by Talen Horton-Tucker. He's in the game for the first time. Tatum down the right side, coming strong, whips a pass back out to an open Porzingis for three. Celtics answer, even though the game being played at Chicago's pace now. Kobe White gallops down the middle of the floor. Derek White slaps the ball off Kobe White out of bounds. Celtics get it back.
Good defensive stand.
Tatum will walk it across half court.
Bring a little defense there. Porzingis is going to be open again.
Tatum, long cross court, Derek White. Great play to save it in the corner. Throws it off Terry out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 11 to shoot.
If it's not broken, just don't try to fix it. Throw the ball immediately to Porzingis.
Thank you for cleaning that up grammatically.
I did. Thank you.
Jaylen Brown on the run of bounds. It's safe to Pritchard. Down the baseline, over the shoulder pass. Porzingis again. Three again.
All right. There goes that broken thing I tried to get to.
The Unicorns got 6 threes in the first half and 26 points in 17 minutes. Kobe White races down the middle of the floor. Kick out to a wide open Vucevic. His three is no good. Rebound Porzingis deflects it to Jaylen Brown. 2 for 1 for the Celtics here. Leading by 17 late in the first half.
Porzingis.
Tatum, right-hand dribble, loses Kobe White, steps back into an open three. That would have been a big highlight, but he missed it. And the rebound goes to Vucevic. Kobe White just kept running out of the play. Vucevic down the left side, spins in the paint, kicks out of the wing. Williams deflects to Kobe White, blows by Tatum, kicks to the corner. Terry swings it out to Patrick Williams. Hesitation, then drains the three. What a great finish offensively after going to sleep for most of the quarter for Chicago. They've got 20 points here in the last 4+ minutes. And they still trail by 14. Shot clock is off, 8 seconds to go in the half. Tatum floats to the Porzingis, the hot hand, why not? You're going to put it to the floor. Bulls had a foul to give, and Vucevic gives it.
Smart. He said, no, you're not going to get this one off without me hitting you. Now, if you're Celtics, all you can hope for here is the last shot. Don't turn the ball over. Pick the ball on the inside. I'd set a down pick here for Porzingis coming out, and he could be wide open.
Derek White will inbound. Tatum's in the backcourt. Here comes into Porzingis. Porzingis bounce pass for Tatum. Tatum launches a three at the buzzer and hits it. And the Celtics drop a 42-point quarter on the Bulls. What a difference 48 hours can make. Coming up, Joe Murray scores from around the NBA. I'll update you on Jokic at Madison Square Garden. And back here at TD Garden, where the Celtics have a 17-point lead. Boston 68, Chicago 51. Halftime of the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hotels.com knows that planning your book club's annual trip can get chaotic. Self-improvement Steve needs a hotel gym, and Horror Harriet ghosted the group chat about budget. Collaborate, vote on your favorites, and book all in the app. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Heading to a game at the Garden this season, do what I do. Get there without the traffic torment and just take the train. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free and enjoy later nighttime service after the game. And if the game's on a weekend, ride with $10 weekends. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
All right, folks, this ain't the little itty-bitty teeny-tiny bowl. No, this is the Super Bowl. That's Super Bowl LIX, and you can get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Now, scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, and you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And Hope is here if you feel you have a gambling problem. Call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start with GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Pass Porzingis again, 3 again.
All right. There goes that broken thing I'll try to get to.
The Unicorns got 6 threes in the first half and 26 points in 17 minutes.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. And the Unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, he's on his way to a 50-point night, huh? 26 points in the first half in his 18 minutes, went 8 of 11 from the field. Shot 6 of 8 from downtown, hit all 4 of his free throws. He's got 4 rebounds on the night, and he's a plus 10 for the first half. 68 first half points for the Celtics, who've struggled at home coming into this one. 15-9 on the season, but they are absolutely blowing out the Chicago Bulls. They have a 68-51 lead at the half. We mentioned Porzingis just absolutely came out firing in this one. I'll give you some of the numbers, but the one thing that stands out right now is the Celtics shot 11 of 23 from 3. So that's about 48%. No one's going to beat them if they shoot that well in the first half, at least from 3. Let's see how that thing finishes off. They also went to the free throw line 12 times, made 11. And the assists, I always look at it, 19 first-half assists for the Celtics. Let's take a look at some of the players and how they did. Why don't we start it off with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, of course, for 18 minutes, 6 of 11 from the field. He had 15 first-half points.
Jaylen Brown spins on DeSumo, pump fake, runs it up and in. That's just physicality.
He looked like he was about to lose that basketball, but what's he doing? Going to the paint.
Celtics started the game 10-0, fell behind. Now they got the 10-point lead back as Porzingis returns.
Now, one good thing about Jaylen Brown, he gets to the basket, 6 of 11 from the field. He has missed 3 3-pointers, but 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And he's a plus 15 for the quarter. Some other notes here. Drew Holiday, sluggish start, 15 minutes, 1 of 5 from the field. Does have 4 rebounds, only 2 points. Derek White, also 19 minutes, 2 for 4 from downtown. He has 8 first-half points. Rest of the bench, though, Luke Cornett, he's played 7 minutes, 2 points. Peyton Pritchard, a ton of action. 7 assists for Peyton Pritchard in the first half. In 18 minutes, he has 2 points. And Jaden Springer, in his 9 minutes, hit 1 3. Of course, the trade deadline, he's one of the big names that is mentioned. And finally, how about Jason Tatum? Not only did he have 10 first-half points, he went 3 of 6 from the field. He hit 2 threes. He hit the one at the end of the half. He's got 3 assists. Let's hear it.
Derek White will inbound. Tatum's in the backcourt. It comes into Porzingis. Porzingis bounce pass for Tatum. Tatum launches a 3 at the buzzer and hits it. And the Celtics drop a 42-point quarter on the Bulls.
Hearing the great Eddie Palladino say JT for 3. It's quality. Absolutely quality. The Celtics right now playing quality basketball, up 68 to 51. So that's a lot of points. See how they finish this thing off. They've had their struggles in the fourth quarter this year, but of course, big lead. Let's see how it all finishes off. We'll get your Sports Up headlines. We'll also take a look at the NBA scoreboard. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Up Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because of...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey guys, are you unhappy with your chest? You know what I'm talking about. Chest Sculpt at Regeneris Elite Men's Health Center may be your answer. For a free consultation, go to EliteChest.com. That's EliteChest.com.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messelthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time. Woo! Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25.
Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Player taking care of business with Kristaps Porzingis. Take care of business with Cambridge Savings Bank, the bank that always makes you feel like they're the only customer. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Your NBA scoreboard right now brought to you by Town Fair Tire. Looking for the lowest prices or guaranteed lowest prices on tires? Go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. All right, right now, the Brooklyn Nets have a 68-52 lead over the Hornets. It's the Pacers 86, Pistons 78, Raptors all over the Wizards 66-47. At halftime, the Cavaliers have a 59-41 lead over Miami. The New York Knicks lead Denver right now 58-52, and at halftime, the 76ers lead the Kings 60-56. Some other games in action. Mavericks 45-39 over New Orleans. Spurs have a 36-35 lead over the Clippers. And just two other games tonight: Suns, T-Wolves, Warriors, and Thunder. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next drive to oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Reading, Rainham, and in Braintree. I'm Joe Murray. The second half is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Have you made the switch to Knix? Millions of women have made the switch to the revolutionary period underwear from Knix. That's Knix. Period panties from Knix are like no other, making them the #1 leak-proof underwear brand in North America. They're comfy, stylish, and absorbent, perfect for period protection from your lightest to your heaviest days. They look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature incognito protection that has you covered. You can shop sizes from extra small to 4XL. Choose from all kinds of colors, prints, and different styles, from bikinis to boy shorts, thongs to high-rise. You've got to try Knix. See why millions are ditching disposable, wasteful period products and have switched to Knix. Go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code SHOP15. That's knix.com, promo code SHOP15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. That's knix.com.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
With NBA League Pass, you can keep up with the whole league.
Wait, is this for real?
For real.
So I can choose from so many live games?
Yeah, up to 4 with multi-view.
And watch my favorite players dunk?
From every angle, home or away.
Wow, unbelievable.
Believe it, kid. With NBA League Pass, it's all possible. NBA League Pass, your home for streaming hoops.
Only select out-of-market games available and local blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge.
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
What a play by Bird.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
All right, McHale is between Benson and Bird. And Bird pops out. Gets it on the sideline. Goes baseline. Throws it up and in. Larry Bird did it again. He did it again. Oh, my goodness. He did it again. He hit the runner from the right side, the baseline, and did it again. There is no time left and this ball game is over, and Bird has won it again.
40 years ago tonight, and Johnny kept saying again over and over because Larry Bird had made a game winner in the previous game and then beat the buzzer down at the Hartford Civic Center, where the Celtics used to play some home games every year. They beat the Pistons 40 years ago tonight in a 131-130 game, which is a little unusual, not extremely unusual, but a little bit. Cedric Maxwell started in that game, 8 points, 4 rebounds down in Hartford. Can you remember those days? It was like a long bus ride.
Yeah, I remember. Hated the bus ride. Hated the bus ride. Hated going down in that situation. Didn't particularly like that. Because they changed the score because Tatum's
three was. It was funny because I thought he did get it off on time, but when naked eye, I thought he was on the line when he took it. But the official Eric Donlin immediately signaled 3. So I called it a 3, but it was a 2. 67-51, Celtics by 16.
Well, what I remember about Hartford is, like I said, just the ride. Just extension of the ride. Yeah. But not only that, I should say, more important was the fact that it was supposed to be a home game for the Celtics. And Hartford is between New York and Boston, and you'd have so many Knicks fans there. So it didn't even seem like a home game.
Celtics played a preseason game there a few years ago. Last regular season game I saw with our friend Howie Sylvester sitting right next to you. We went to see one of the last Hartford Whaler games before they moved to Carolina way back when. Vucevic begins the third quarter in the paint, running it up, no good. He was off balance. He was just trying to get a call, didn't get it. Tatum grabs the rebound. It's another one of these games. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Where Tatum is questionable all day. He finds Porzingis, another 3. This one comes up short. He had 6 in the first half, Porzingis did. Where Tatum is questionable all day, and then he plays, but he doesn't look like himself. There's a lot of those. Lonzo Ball steps to his right, hand to Sumo, up fakes a 3, starts to drive, floats it over Porzingis, off the window, and he gets it to go.
Good job of getting that ball quick up on the glass. And this is when I want the Celtics to mash the gas. I don't want to see this game get close.
67-53, Boston by 14. Opening minute, third quarter. Porzingis whips it to the right wing. Derek White enters to the free throw line. Holiday up fake, steps back on Vucevic, 16-footer switch.
That's a tough shot. Hand in the face of the guy 6'11".
Vucevic, quick trail 3 way off, and the rebound for Jaylen Brown. Couldn't get it. He let it go, and Ball saved it. They kick it out of the wing. Kobe White's 3 is no good, and that was a mistake by Jaylen Brown. He let the ball go out of bounds, and Lonzo Ball did not let it go out of bounds. Derek White steps behind the screen, launches a quick 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Holiday. Great bounce pass to Jason Tatum, who immediately attacked the rim off the offensive rebound and slams it home.
Gary Donovan wants a timeout quickly after that happened.
Needs more energy from the guys he's got here. 10:29 to go, third quarter. Boston 71, Chicago 53 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Lone Star State is growing and is now the hungriest state in the nation. To ensure every neighbor can thrive, join the North Texas Food Bank in the fight against hunger. Together, we can nourish our neighbors and empower healthy futures. Learn more at ntfb.org.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Grady Max back in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Quick timeout taken by Billy Donovan. Early in this third quarter with Chicago down by 18, sort of teetering here a little bit, 71-53. You're just joining us, I mean, got a lot to catch up on. You know, get the notes from a classmate, but Celtics built a 10-0 lead, and Chicago came roaring back. Actually had the lead briefly, and it was a close game early in the second quarter. Then Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis in the middle of a 19-3 Celtics gallop that put them up by 19, and we've pretty much been between 19 and 14 most of the way since. Celtics lead 71-53 right now, early third quarter. Chicago playing without Zach LaVine. Kobe White, stutter step. Drew Holiday shuts that off. Out it comes to Vucevic. Who's at left wing, Giddey. Giddey looking around. Daring Porzingis to challenge his three until he does. Then he kicks it out to Kobe White. 4 on the shot clock. Kobe White starts his drive on Porzingis. Goes to the right hand. Scoops it up and in. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, gets Lonzo Ball in very deep, so deep that by the time Jaylen spun, he was actually at the rim, and he could just lay it in.
Just laid it up softly.
17 for Jaylen Brown. Boston by 18. Kobe White steps to his left using the screen, misses a three badly. Didn't even get any iron on the rebound for Tatum.
Tatum waiting for the troops.
11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Pedestrian night for Tatum. Bounce entry to Porzingis, over the shoulder pass. Jaylen Brown in the corner, loses Lonzo Ball and sticks the three. And that you've got to respect the drive.
Lonzo pulls his handstand in and dared them to take that shot.
He had missed all 3 of his threes. Jaylen's the guy you want shooting in theory if you're the opponent, but he's not going to miss all of them. Quick 3 left side to get it right back as soon as they fell behind by 21. Giddey hits a 3 to make it 76-58, and Porzingis catches in the paint, gets fouled.
And that was intentional foul by Giddey. He said, I got a mismatch here. I got a guy barely come up to his chin. I'm just going to go out now and hack it.
Celtics trying to keep pace. Knicks up on Denver at halftime by 6. Cleveland up 13 at Miami early in the third. Jokic only had 4 points in the first half in Madison Square Garden tonight. Tatum going to take the forced 3 straight away, no good. Long rebound to Sumo. Is knocked loose by Jaylen Brown, but Vucevic is able to punch it ahead to Kobe White. Floats the lead to Lonzo Ball. Over the shoulder kick out of the wing for Giddey. Lonzo Ball drives, gets into the paint, but he landed. Let's see, took one step, jumped up in the air. When he landed, that's a second foot and a third one.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that. Yep. He could have just put the ball on the floor and dribbled like a first grader and laid the basketball up, but tried to get a little cute there with the basketball.
76-58. Boston by 18, looking to regain a 20-point lead they had briefly about 30 seconds ago. Tatum. Challenged by Kobe White, draws the double team, cross-court Derek White. Enters the Porzingis free throw line, puts it to the floor. Pump fake, feeling contact, just throws it at the rim, trying to get a call. He didn't get one, he missed the shot. And here's the Sumo racing into the front court, goes flying through the air, flushes with the right hand. He got up the floor quick.
Sumo just coming towards the rim there.
5 straight for the Bulls after falling behind by 21. We're at 76-60. Boston lead, 8:13 to go in the third. Drew Holiday, left-hand dribble, drives, finger roll, falls in.
He loves that left hand. His favorite. They'll stop the ball.
Kobe White tiptoes baseline, runs it up and in. And this is what the Bulls do. This is how they score. They get the ball off the floor so quick. Jaylen Brown hand fighting with the Sumo, and that's where the ball goes on the wing. Jaylen brings it back out to Tatum, zips an entry, and gets to Derek White, and he lays it in off the glass.
Derek White trying to say it was foul. He was.
Tatum zipped that quickly on the inside. Third assist for Tatum. 80-62. Lonzo Ball, the entry. Vucevic double team, cross-court pass deflected. Jaylen Brown saves it from going out of bounds to Porzingis.
Don't you say never save the ball under your basket? Don't you say that?
Work when you got a 7'3" guy to throw it to. Tatum against Lonzo Ball at the elbow. 2017 draft. Tatum rises, flips, does not get the bounce. Offensive rebound. Holiday has it punched away by Lonzo Ball. Ball dribbles around Derek White. Diagonal lead into the left corner. Kobe White for 3. Joe Mazzulla will grab the timeout. There have been patches of this game where the Bulls have matched the Celtics offensively by dictating the pace. And they still trail by 15. 7:06 to go, third quarter. Boston 80, Chicago 65 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hello, my name is Jorge Gaviria, and I'm the founder of Hacienda. We partner with farmers in Mexico to bring heirloom corn products to every kitchen. With my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One, I earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. And it has no preset spending limit, which means my purchasing power adapts to my business needs. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus.
Your vision benefits just got even better. Now at Pearl Vision, provide your updated prescription from your new eye exam and get 40% off lenses. Their eye care experts are ready to help you find the perfect pair of glasses that suit your style. Don't wait. Your new look is just a visit away. And they accept all major vision plans. Find your nearest location at pearlvision.com. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
The Celtics just extended their lead during the break. We'll tell you how as soon as we take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub. Station.
2 for 2 on those IDs right at the top of the hour. Tatum against Asumu. Handed Drew Holiday coming strong down the middle. He gets gobbled up. Mazzulla knocks it away out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Chicago will get it. So Kobe White hit a three that forced Joe Mazzulla to call the timeout. And while he called the timeout, in Secaucus they looked at it and saw Kobe White was out of bounds with his back heel when he made that shot, so it does not count. The Celtics lead by 18, not 15, 80-62. Asumu, bounce pass for Giddey. Pump fake on Porzingis, nothing there, so we'll kick back out to Vucevic. High arcing rainbow three, wide left, and the rebound, Giddey can't control it. It goes out of bounds, and Vucevic, who has had a great year against everybody else, but not the Celtics.
Shooting threes tonight. I don't think they've been close.
Got a chance to be a 50-40 guy. Jaylen Brown creates some room on Kobe White, but his 18-footer is no good. Vucevic does have his 9th rebound. Chicago with the ball down 18 midway through the third. Giddey stop and start around Tatum. Whips it out to the wing, gives Asumu a great look at a three, but he misses it. Rebound, Giddey got a hand on it, but it comes down to Drew Holiday. Holiday galloping into the front court, attacking Vucevic. Now spins to the corner, goes back out to Tatum's got a clean look. Straightaway three, rims out, but Buzelis chicken wing Porzingis. He commits the loose ball foul.
These are good looks right now for Tatum. In his wheelhouse, up correct, releasing. It seems like he's leaning to the right or to the left.
All right, I'll say it if nobody else will. Tatum need a day off here, maybe? Remember, you're in a brutal stretch of the schedule, just relentless. 16 games, 29 nights. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble to the elbow. Double team comes from Giddey. That leaves Holiday open. He pump fakes, now takes it over Vucevic. Three is way short, barely ticks the front iron. And the rebound for Giddey. Giddey through the center court logo. Tatum in front of him. Giddey whips the entry. Vucevic turns, puts it up too quick, and then he missed a shot at the rebound. Vucevic misses twice. In close, he's now 3 for 8. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, stumbles, and floats it back out to Porzingis. He's open, so he fires and knocks down his 7th three of the night.
That's a killer. I mean, you come back and you miss a... That's a 5-point swing, man.
One shy of a career high for Porzingis, and a steal for Derek White. On the pass back out, deflected. Jaylen Brown drops it between his legs for Jason Tatum's three. And the lead is 24. DeSumo gets in deep, misses at the rim. Tatum, no-look shovel pass. Ahead to Derek White. Drops a bounce pass for Holiday, coming strong in the paint, and he is fouled on his way in.
Oh, it's about to be fun time again for the Celtics. Everybody's up. Everybody's happy. Joy, joy, joy. Toy, toy, toy.
Didn't the Celtics, Max, have 3 turnovers in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, and 4 in the first quarter? Have not had one since.
Well, they must have heard me. You know, that's what we did before the game. We focused on something. No second chance shots, but definitely not turn the basketball over.
Tatum switches to the right hand, attacks the paint, elevates, and then trying to run it off the glass after getting hit. It's no good. And there comes Giddey the other way. Drop back for Patrick Williams, return to Giddey. Now Williams again, open, right side 3, short, rebound Porzingis.
Tatum's been on the end of some of these plays that really could just crush this puppy open.
29 points, 5 rebounds for Porzingis. How about another crazy deep 3? Comes up a little bit short. And the rebound, Buzelis. You go 7 of 10, you earn that one. Yeah. Buzelis or Vucevic. Williams finds Giddey left side. Giddey, right-hand dribble. Porzingis waiting in the paint. Giddey turns, throws a bounce entry of Vucevic, spins away from Holiday and just drops it on the bound. That looked like Vucevic just dropped it, but they're giving it to Chicago. Celtics have a challenge if they want to challenge it. We're talking about it. Again, very similar to the situation in the first half when the Celtics challenge is that there's only 7 on the shot clock here for the Bulls. Yep, they're doing it.
Yeah, looked like the ball finally. You know what? I would hate if I was a player. The amount of time the referees give you between giving you the basketball back. That's what you can appreciate Al Horford about. Give me the ball.
What did you think of Adam Silver, the suggestion Adam Silver sort of making today about cutting the quarters to 10 minutes from 12?
Boston has called a timeout to challenge the out-of-bounds ruling in favor of Chicago.
Cutting the quarters? No,
I don't. I think you can't. Basketball does not.
We're not college.
Basketball does not treasure its statistical records like baseball does, but changing the game from 48 to 40 minutes does irreversible damage to, in my view, to the history of the game and the numbers and trying to compare players across eras and whatnot. It's just unnecessary.
Watch it. Yes, I agree.
The change, again, my change doesn't have to do, you want to cut the game, cut overtime. Don't put 5 minutes on the clock. Overtime should be the Elam ending. First one to 6, first one to 7, first one to 8 wins the game.
This Elam, this guy, where the hell would he come from? Because my boys were doing that way back. This is Jackie. He used to say, man, first team to 3, first team to 4.
He did, and he got his name on it.
I don't know how he did that. Pretty good.
It's like the guy who invented Kleenex, right? Just put his name on, put the name Kleenex. I'm sure that existed in the world.
George Washington Carver, where did he invent
the peanut?
The peanut? They didn't call him peanut, did they?
If you're listening on the internet, whatever, you're near your device, whatever, YouTube, Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live, George Washington Carver sketch. It's one of the greatest of all time.
No, if you want the greatest of all time, go there, but take James Brown in the hot tub. I'll take
that'll be suggested for you once you Google this one.
I'll take that over.
Too hot tub.
I'm about to get in the hot tub. Get in the hot tub. Get
After review, the challenge is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge.
There's an approximate foul by Holiday. Chicago will be awarded the ball on the sideline with 14 on the shot clock.
Wow, and the shot clock goes back up. So, again, not a good challenge. Again, it comes to the Celtics up by 24. 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Should they do it the same way as the hot tub? Should have challenged the call. Will we get it right?
Yeah, James.
That was when they were put, I think, I'm not sure. Bill Simmons would be the expert. I think the James Brown hot tub sketch is one of those 12:55 a.m. sketches that they just threw on at the end. Josh Giddey at the mid-block, long cross court. Buzelis has it. Porzingis daring him to shoot. He steps back into it, and that's why you dare him to shoot. Air ball. But the rebound came down to Jalen Smith, and Jalen Brown committed a foul.
The ball was so short. I just hate that. The ball was so short that you're boxing out a guy, and the ball just ricochets right to him. Brown did grab him. Good foul. Good call. Energy level. That's what I was looking at. And I think I agree. I think Tatum is, he's had a great season so far, but there's a time in every player that you have to have a little mental break to get away from the game to just sharpen everything up.
Kobe White step in on Derek White. Kick out of the left wing for Giddey. Now in the corner, Buzelis turns, fires, and hits.
Nice shot then. Good hit. Set to get him open.
86-65. Boston by 21. 3:55 to go in the third. We're seeing a little bit tonight why the Bulls are open for business, but not Buzelis at the trade deadline. Now a call against the Celtics offensive fouls, and they get Springer. Yes. Knicks up by 4 on Denver. Early third quarter at Madison Square Garden. We're closing in on the Celtics' first game at the Mecca this year. A week from Saturday, it'll be the ABC primetime game. Giddey spins away from Springer. Down the left side he comes. Turns. Springer stays with him. Blocks the shot and gets the possession, tapping it into the hands of Porzingis. He's been really good tonight. Pritchard, great ball fake on Giddey. Throws to the corner. Jalen touches it out to Porzingis, who misses what would have been his 8th-3 of the night. That was an open look. Bulls have the rebound. Giddey. Bounce pass into the left corner. Jalen Smith return to Giddey. Now Kobe White will reset it. Gets a screen from Giddey. Porzingis comes out to challenge. Kobe White steps into the paint. Pump fake. Throws to the corner. Jalen Smith contested 3. Short rebound Porzingis. Jalen Brown up the left side of the floor. Bounce pass for Derek White. He's open. This is a good look. He takes it and makes it.
Wide open look. Great pass then by Brown. Hit him with right in the fingertips.
Third of the night for Derek White. 89-65. Boston by 24. Kobe White turns the corner on Porzingis. Can't get around him. Drops back to Giddey. Giddey over the shoulder pass. Kobe White against Springer. Down the right side. Spins on him. Scoops it and scores. Nice move in close by Kobe White. That kid can score.
Springer was looking for somebody on the backside.
89-67. Boston by 22. Pritchard at the free throw line. Takes Patrick Williams with him. Hands to Derek White, who runs it up. No good. Feeling contact from Kobe White. And Derek White will get free throws.
Gets a couple of free throws. This time, what Derek White does is when he anticipates, he looks for the contact. And as he goes up, he's already getting the contact. He's in range. You hit him with the body, shoots a couple of free throws. The game can be so simple when you play it the right way. Sometimes you make it a little bit more difficult by just trying to overthink it.
Toronto up 27 at Washington. By the way, it's sort of going without notice because there are bad teams in the league. The Washington Wizards are well on their way to being the worst team in NBA history. They're getting outscored by nearly 15 points a game. They're going to go to 6-40. They get clubbed by Toronto tonight. Toronto's going to be 7-1 in the last 8. Toronto is passing teams in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. They have a better record now than New Orleans, than Charlotte, than Brooklyn. So we got a 5th straight win. Porzingis comes out. Luke Cornett will check in. And that's what I still owe you guys, is those numbers from before, which are pretty staggering regarding Luke Cornett. Go back to when the Celtics started not playing well. Mid-December, that NBA Cup break. I'm going to give you the top 9 players in the NBA in terms of net rating. Derek White knows that free throw to get over the top of the bar. It does, so we're at 91-67. Celtics by 24 with 2:25 to go in the third. I believe Kobe White only has 9 points. It seems like he's got 20 in this game. He's just 4 of 11. Jalen Smith bounce pass to Cutter. Buzelis elevates to the two-hand slam. 91-69. A lot of the names on the list you would expect. Jokic is 9th. He's had a ridiculous year, particularly offensive rating. Dean Wade, Lou Dort, Andrew Nembhard from Indiana. Jared Allen is 5th. Isaiah Hartenstein of OKC is 4th. Isaiah Joe is 3rd in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2nd. Luke Cornett is leading the NBA in net rating. Derek White, straightaway 3. Rims out, and the rebound belongs to Jalen Smith. That's for players who play, 19, 20 minutes a game since mid-December. Kobe White down the left side, over the shoulder pass through Puzelis, and he saves it, throws it up wildly when it goes off Derek White out of bounds, and Chicago will keep it.
What a great save that was. I mean, he caught that ball almost out of bounds, able to flip it. Celtics should have had that basketball, but good save.
Celtics will embark on yet another 3-game trip. Play their 9th Western Conference road game of January, Friday night in New Orleans. Pelicans hosting Dallas right now. Kobe White gets a little screen, so he's got Springer in front of him. Springer's really doing some work here. Kobe White has to force a shot. Shot clock buzzer, no good. And the rebound's going to result in a loose ball foul. Patrick Williams got fouled by Luke Cornett. And confidence is a strange phenomenon. You need to play. You need to be confident to earn playing time. But you need to play to become confident. And Jaden Springer is finding himself in this pocket here where the minutes he's getting lately are starting to pay off. Drew Peterson will check in. Patrick Williams bounce out through Jalen Smith. Steps back on Cornett. 14-foot arcing jumper, no good. And Peterson has the rebound. Peterson, Pritchard, Springer, Cornett, and Jaylen Brown. 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Up by 22 late in the third. Pritchard spins on Terry. Gets in deep. Pump fake. Draws 2 men. Kick out. Springer is going to launch that 3. It's off. Back iron. And the rebound for Patrick Williams. Final minute, third quarter. Patrick Williams diagonally. Kobe White in stride. Hits the 3. 5 straight for Chicago to cut it to 19. 91-72.
Love for you to play this game and not have to bring Tatum back in.
Jaylen Brown dribbling low between his legs. Against Puzelis. Switches to the left hand. Draws the double team. Kick out. Pritchard, deep 3. Swish. That's his wheelhouse right there. That's his spot. About 2 feet behind the line on that left side. 94-72. Attacking. Kobe White, pump fake. Scoops it up, no good. Draws a foul on Drew Peterson.
Small things again. You look at a game and you say, okay, that is not significant. Well, it really is. And the fact that it's a 2-for-1 opportunity, so you should get 2 free throws here, knock it down, and you try to come back and defend. You might not win the game, but if you play it the right way, the numbers will start to help you out.
Kobe White gets the first free throw.
This could have been Bobby Beard, so that was you could have did the game. I don't know what you said.
I've been saying for, 12 years, and nobody's listened to me. Put you and I on one Bruins game, we'd shatter the ratings record.
Not the last one. Not that one.
I think people would love to hear you.
Oh, no.
I just don't think we can get you on a plane to Buffalo. Kobe White gets the free throws, 94-74. Here comes Pritchard. Pump fake, kick out Jaylen Brown against Patrick Williams. Dribbles himself into rhythm, takes the 3, and gets bumped and fouled by Williams. Should get 3 free throws here.
That's a smart play.
Whit Grossbeck helping Jaylen Brown up. Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, if it's your money out there, you think you can't pick it up?
It's about to be a lot more money than it was.
Whoa.
when he bought the team. That's the magic number, that $6 billion number.
What are we talking here in Philadelphia?
Yeah, Jeffrey Lurie. Wow. That's that discussion. I was going to say, if you want to become all Eagles fans around here in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
But yeah, Jeffrey Lurie is a name that a lot of people have been hearing in connection with this potential Celtics sale, which really has a lot of ramifications for the league. I'm not going to give anybody a popsicle headache, but if the number is what the league hopes it is, which is around $6 billion, there's a trickle-down effect. You're in Las Vegas and you're in Seattle, and you're figuring out what's it going to cost to have an expansion team in the NBA. And you're sort of setting the market. Jaylen Brown gets 3 free throws. He missed the first, made the second. Celtics trying to go to 33-15 before they embark on this 3-game trip. A couple of sub-500 teams, obviously New Orleans and Philadelphia over the weekend, and then a high-profile week next week. TNT game at Cleveland, TNT game at home against Dallas, and the ABC Saturday night game in New York. Patrick Williams drives past Derek White and runs it up and in. He got Derek White leaning on the wrong foot there.
Uh-oh, Pritchard time.
Quarter winding down, but Pritchard loses the basketball. He's trying to get himself in rhythm coming across half court in the final seconds, and he just fumbled it out of bounds. Got a smile on his face, but Chicago will get the last chance here with half a second remaining. But Lonzo Ball will not get it away in time, and that will do it for the third quarter. Too much Jaylen Brown, too much Porzingis. Derek White has his mojo back, and the Celtics are defending. They led by 3 at the end of 1. They led by 16 at halftime. They're up by 20 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden. Boston 96, Chicago 76 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Have you made the switch to Knix? Millions of women have made the switch to the revolutionary period underwear from Knix. That's Knix. Period panties from Knix are like no other, making them the #1 leak-proof underwear brand in North America. They're comfy, stylish, and absorbent, perfect for period protection from your lightest to your heaviest days. They look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature incognito protection that has you covered. You can shop sizes from extra small to 4XL. Choose from all kinds of colors, prints, and different styles, from bikinis to boy shorts, thongs to high-rise. You've got to try Knix. See why millions are ditching disposable, wasteful period products and have switched to Knix. Go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code SHOP15. That's knix.com, promo code SHOP15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. That's knix.com.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Amica Insurance. They're proud to be the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the 18-time champion Boston Celtics. When it comes to protecting the life you built, trust your insurance need to Amica's award-winning service. Visit Amica.com and get a quote today. And Brex, a leading AI-powered spend platform for modern companies. Proud to be the official corporate card and spend management partner of the Boston Celtics. Visit Brex.com today to get started. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Celtics basketball brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers too on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. Celtics will take a 20-point lead into the fourth quarter, 96-76. Celtics will fly to New Orleans tomorrow afternoon. In advance of the game with the Pelicans, who trail the Mavericks by 1 early in the third quarter of that game. Zion is playing tonight. Peyton Pritchard deep on the right side. This Pelicans member almost won a game here in Boston a couple of weeks ago. Tatum baseline extended against Patrick Williams. Throws the shoulder into him. Tatum turns, tries to step through, lost the ball. Looked like it hit Tatum last. I thought it did. Officials didn't see it, so they're going to jump it.
Both ways.
I thought it went off Tatum, but actually, it was Cornette. Cornette and Jalen Smith both reaching in.
Looked like they got fouled trying to go over that basketball.
Celtics' next home game will be against the Dallas Mavericks here on TNT a week from tomorrow. We'll get the Kevin Harlan crew in here for that one. Cornette and Jalen Smith will jump this at half court. And Cornette, who won it backwards, but Lonzo Ball rips it away from Pritchard. Tiptoes the end line. Chicago on offense. Kick out Kobe White on the wing against Jaden Springer.
Jaden Springer playing that right.
There he is. Kobe White has Pritchard on the switch. Kick out. Right wing. Phillips up fakes the three. And to Jalen Smith in the corner. Drives on Derek White, who pulls the rug, but Jalen Smith keeps his balance and scores off the glass. 96-78. Boston by 18. 55 seconds into the fourth quarter. Cleveland up 15 now at Miami, early fourth.
So nobody's moving right now. Tatum with the ball.
Tatum loses Kobe White. Step back three, air ball.
Yeah, everybody is watching you on and on, but you're watching. There's no ball movement when Tatum gets the basketball to get other people open.
Lonzo Ball switches to the right hand. Derek White slides in front of him. Hand off. Jalen Smith has got it. Dotted line. Turn around. Bounces in. 96-80. Celtics have gotten the lead as high at 24. That would make this a 13-5 run for Chicago. Cut it to 16. Peyton Pritchard. Bad pass. Derek White saves it, but steps into a straightaway three. It's no good. Rebound headed for the corner. Springer can't get there. Chicago will get it.
All right. We've seen this show before.
Entry deflected by Derek White. Springer has the steal. Springer goes the distance and gets fouled by Lonzo Ball. They let the first one go.
Yeah. I mean, he was riding Springer. Springer's done a nice job coming in the first quarter. Now in this quarter to get a little momentum going defensively. And that's what you look, just to lock people up. You might not score the basketball, but if you can lock people down as he shoots the free throw, first one good.
Charlotte gets crushed at home tonight by Brooklyn. LaMelo Ball, ankle sprain. So he is out. So he had a bunch of injuries down there. Second free throw is missed, and the Bulls have the rebound. 97-80. Chicago down 17. Exactly 10 minutes remaining right now if you're syncing up. Kobe White gets a screen from Jalen Smith. Spins, attacks the right side, and Tatum. Nothing there, so a throw out to Patrick Williams. Flips into the left corner. Phillips up fakes, drives on Cornette. Throws back out, Kobe White. Steps by Tatum, launches the three, no good. The rebound, Springer with the box out and the rebound.
Great box out there.
Pritchard lobs it for Tatum against Patrick Williams. Tatum spinning. Williams stays with him, so the kick out to Pritchard. Pritchard, left-hand dribble, dropping on Lonzo Ball. Bounce pass, here comes Cornette. Catching, flipping, won't go. Rebound, Cornette. Throws out to Springer. Swings it left wing. Derek White attacks Kobe White, runs it up from 12 feet and hits.
And notice also who kept that basketball alive was Pritchard there.
Pritchard's had a nice little game here. 7 assists, a couple of rebounds. Patrick Williams knocks Derek White away. Lifts it up and in, score the foul. Celtics do not have a challenge.
Patrick Williams kind of knocking you back. And to me, this is the Bulls just kind of hanging in there.
He's been good. Patrick Williams has been good tonight.
Yeah. I mean, getting towards the rim, taking those shots, knocking down a couple of threes. That's another guy I think could possibly help teams too. If you think about moving and wings, he can score the basketball. He's big, mobile.
They want to keep their lottery picks, keep their younger players together. Keep Williams and Mazzulla build around them. 99-83. Celtics lead down to 16. Tatum from Pritchard. Bounce pass left corner. Springer against Jalen Smith. Springer hands to Derek White. White turns the corner, attacks the paint, gets to the dotted line, flips it up and in. And the decision-making and the confidence is back for Derek White.
Getting to where he wants to go, find the spots, this time knocking down the shot easily.
19 for Derek White, 18-point Boston lead, 8.5 to go. Kobe White over the shoulder pass, clean look. Phillips, though, misses the three. Rebound, Springer actually knocked it away from Cornette into the hands of Jalen Smith, who finds Patrick Williams all alone for three, but that's no good. And the rebound belongs to Springer.
There's too much whacking at the ball. Rebounded.
Pritchard. Stop and start. Gets around Jalen Smith. Draws some contact. Scoops it up and in. That should have been in one. Celtics push the lead back to 20. 103-83. 8:04 to go. Kobe White attacks, scoops, and scores, beating Cornette. Kobe White's up to 16 now. 103-85. Boston by 18. 7:52 to go. Pritchard. Dribbles behind his back. And to Derek White. Derek White spins, has a lane to the basket, goes to the left hand. Jalen Smith comes late to block the shot. And here's Patrick Williams. Bounce pass for Jalen Smith. Scoops it up, no good, but he's fouled by Cornette.
It's a nice save there. That time you had a chance to really go up again by 20. This time you blocked that. Almost had a three-point play out of it.
Pacers, who've really been struggling to break away from the pack, finally over this last couple of weeks, they're stringing some wins together. They're going to beat Detroit tonight. Pistons will drop under 500. First free throw for Jalen Smith is good.
So I remember Jalen Smith when he played with the Pacers. The things he was able to do.
We saw him play against the Celtics for Phoenix back in that sort of, I would say, the rock bottom game when Ime was struggling to find his footing on that Western trip in that December year. Siakam's 34 for Indiana tonight. Halliburton 30. That Jaden Ivey injury was just brutal for Detroit. Jalen Smith gets the free throw, so the lead is down to 16, 103-87. Tatum stops at 13 feet. His jumper, though, is no good. Back iron. Chicago has the rebound. 24-point lead, dwindling here. Down to 16 and counting. With 7:18 to go. Springer just dogging Patrick Williams. Out near half court, Williams dribbles away from him. Flips it down low to Jalen Smith to try to catch and dunk. He was off balance and missed it. Tatum picks up the ball in the backcourt.
Tatum kicked the basketball.
Yeah, he kicked it.
Tried to get away up this, throw that ball forward, send that ball forward, and you catch it, you're able to run with it.
So Jalen Smith thought he was fouled the first time. And then Tatum lost his dribble and sort of kicked it to himself. So they're going to give it back to Chicago, we believe, will return. But both coaches unhappy with the officials right now. 7:10 to go. Boston 103. Chicago 87 on the BetMGM. 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Happy Monday.
For real?
Yeah, my Mondays feel a lot better since I found an amazing therapist.
Ugh, jealous. I really need to find a good therapist, but I don't know where to start.
Find and book the right therapist for you on ZocDoc. Look, the patient reviews say that Dr. Taylor is super compassionate, she's in network, and available tomorrow.
What would I do without you?
Probably look for a new job.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The three-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The best time of year for football is finally here. The big game has arrived, and fans are excited to see who will be hoisting the trophy in New Orleans. And you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Check out their big game giveaway promo for your chance at $1 million in prizes. 25 winners will walk away with $10K in cash, and 7,500 winners will get $100 in bonus bets. No deposit or bet required. Opt in today in the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics, who have only had one 2-game losing streak all year. We'll get to that in a second, trying to avoid another one tonight. But the sellout streak continues, approaching 400 consecutive sellouts here at TD Garden. It's brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd of excitement in a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Next two home games, high-profile games, the TNT game against the Dallas Mavericks next weekend, and then Wemby and the Spurs, final game before the All-Star break. Kusumu up, fakes a three, steps to his right, takes it, no good, and the rebound belongs to Porzingis, his 8th.
Trying to get Porzingis back in this game might open up something for Tatum.
Porzingis plus 17 in the game. Celtics lead by 16. Jaylen Brown in the paint, spins, flips it up short, foul by Phillips. Jaylen Brown, who they have not been able to contend with tonight, will get free throws.
What he's doing again, he's using the sides. This time just had a mismatch on the inside. Overpowered his man going back towards the back.
Two issues the Celtics that have been plagued them over the last few years, but not last year. Struggles at home compared to the rest of the league, not commiserate with their performance on the road, and struggling when Jason Tatum is not in the game. Those are two things tonight. You heard Jaylen Brown let out that grunt as he knew he missed the free throw short. those are two things tonight the Celtics have corrected. They played very well at home, and they've been very good in the non-Tatum minutes.
Finding your position, understanding how you're going to attack without Tatum being in the game.
Jalen gets a second one to go. He is 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Celtics by 17, 104-87. 6:41 to go. They swing it into the left corner. Three no good from Terry. Chases the miss, no good. Rebound, pinballed around. Jalen Smith comes up with it, finds Phillips in the corner, misses the open three, and the rebound for Derek White.
Smith has been active.
But a great rebounding night for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown spinning away from Phillips, gets in deep, goes off the window and gets the bounce. I mean, he has basically been one hop step or one spin move getting to the cup all night. Patrick Williams, corner three is flat but good. The lead is still 16. 106-90. Peyton Pritchard. It's the handoff back from Porzingis. Pritchard turns the corner. Porzingis gets held on to, foul by Dosunmu. Third team foul on Chicago here with 6:02 to go.
I think you noticed what Porzingis playing here that I didn't know before he got here. It's just really how smart he was as a basketball player. How he tries to take advantage of mismatches. A lot of guys don't do that.
Tatum. Unsafe for the Jaylen Brown. 12 with a shot clock. Jalen dribbles himself into rhythm. Three, though, rims out over Jalen Smith, and Buzelis has the rebound. Patrick Williams calls his own number in transition. Three is no good. The rebound, Jalen deflects it to Tatum. I'm with you here. A little more grabbing of the rebounds and a little less patty cake.
Somebody else.
Tatum spins. Can't get anywhere against Terry. Tatum tries it again. He's just going to force his way on the inside. Finally draws a foul.
Did they get a foul or did he get a jump ball?
It's a foul.
He was forcing the issue, going towards the rim. And okay, let's look at the play. Let's look at the play. Foul thereby, foul defensively. And at the end.
I'm with you. I didn't think that was a foul, particularly because Tatum completely initiated that.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing right now with frustration. And just get back to playing smart.
Gets the first free throw to bounce in. And when you think about this stretch of games here, and as everybody knows, the Celtics are 11-10 in the last 21 games. How many nights have everybody been right? Like tonight, Derek White looks right again. Jalen's had a good game. Porzingis has been the most consistent Celtic, easily the Celtics' best player in January. But you just can't get everybody together, and you don't have Al Horford tonight. You don't have Sam Hauser tonight.
That's what makes the league really scary.
108-90. Attacking Terry, flips it out of the right wing. Jalen Smith cranks up a three, a little bit short. Porzingis, ninth rebound, one away from the double-double. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble, coming strong, elevates, crazy scoop at the last second, no good. Bunch of bodies fall to the floor, including Jaylen Brown. Terry goes the length of the floor, gets bumped by Porzingis.
To pass the ball out at the last moment, so it shouldn't be a shot. And that shot Brown was taking in, there were three guys around him. The numbers say somebody's going to be open. I love the aggression, but also being smart while you're being aggressive.
5:07 to go. Dosunmu to the dotted line. Hands off, baseline extended. Long two for Terry is no good. Weak side defensive rebound is the 7th for Jason Tatum. Celtics -3 on the glass, but an 18-point lead here. And away from the ball, Porzingis gets dumped. And now Chicago's over the limit.
Terry just doing that. He didn't even try. Just flung him down as some of the faithful here look like they're headed towards the comforts of home.
Game plan upgrade brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. Companies of all sizes have grown profitability with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP. Streamline your accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one fluid platform. Learn more at netsuite.com/Celtics. Porzingis gets the first free throw. And the change in the game plan tonight for Joe Mazzulla was the early entries in the game for Springer. Drew Peterson played some first quarter minutes.
We're messing my house up right now. Alexa, what is the temperature going to be in New Orleans for the next 3 days?
Okay. It's actually going to be warm.
It happens.
Porzingis gets the free throws. He's got a 31-point game, season high. 110-90. Celtics by 20. Down the right side, coming strong. DeSumo is blocked at the rim by Porzingis, but they called a foul much earlier. It's on Pritchard. That's the last foul the Celtics have to give.
The thing that happens in this game that we're seeing is you talked about people starting to be right. We're really starting to see a confident, more fluid Porzingis.
Phillips, straightaway three is good. Bulls have made 14 tonight, Celtics 15. Numbers usually not that close. Porzingis though, we got open three, didn't want to take it. Bounce pass instead, Jaylen Brown. Stop and start, drives baseline, gets to the couple, scores. Well, he literally has gone wherever he's wanted to go tonight. Jalen's up to 25. 112-93, attacking, scooping, no good, but Buzelis fouled by Porzingis.
You do see some things from Buzelis. Quickness to get towards the hole. Again, I didn't see that much of a foul, but let's see what the foul is. Let me see. I'm not sure about that one. But here's the thing. Celtics can't challenge anymore anyway. Doesn't make any difference. Let's see the natural in that thing.
First free throw good for Buzelis. Kristaps Porzingis, career high 8 threes. He's got 7 tonight. Career high is 43 points, 31 tonight. 35 is his most as a Celtic. Buzelis gets the free throws. We're 112-95. Bulls running out of time here with 4:12 to go. Chicago would drop to 20 and 28. They could be just percentage points ahead of Philly for the last play-in spot. Porzingis, good extra pass, pump fake. Jaylen Brown runs it up, no good, but foul late by Buzelis. Jaylen Brown will get his 10th and 11th free throw attempts of the night.
With the recognition now of watching Brown and again Porzingis, what they're able to do together. It's like they're reading each other's minds. Okay, I'm open this time, or I'm stepping back, or I'm going back door. Teammates are like that when you play with them for a long time. I had that when I was playing with Robert Parrish. I understood kind of where he was going, what he was going to do, and when he was going to do it. And that's from playing against Robert Parrish a couple of years when I was in college.
Sentinel. Where is Sentinel?
Sentinel is in Louisiana. Shreveport, I'm pretty sure.
Where? You just asked Alexa what the weather would be tomorrow. A little different from a couple of weeks ago when they got a foot of snow down there.
That's going.
Jaylen Brown gets 1 of 2 free throws, 113-95, 18-point Boston lead with 3:52 to go. DeSumo switches to the right hand, floats one up over Porzingis. Really tough shot, 12 feet away, no good, but another offensive rebound. Double dribble on Patrick Williams will give it back to the Celtics. The last time we'll see the Bulls, who knows what this team is going to look like when the Celtics see them next year. I don't imagine you're going to see Vucevic or Levine.
Buzelis, I think you're going to say him.
Yeah, you will.
I think he's going to be a guy. He's long. He's athletic. Get towards the hole. He's under. He's going to. You can look at his shoulders. You can tell he's going to be a bigger guy as he starts to lift more weights.
Billy Donovan will get Javon Carter in here for the final 3.5. About time for the Celtics to get their guys out here, up by 18. Tatum gets it away to Porzingis. Derek White, he's got an open look from the wing. It's a 3. Good night.
Confidence. That week, a couple of weeks when we started to hesitate. Now, like, okay, that's my shot.
Porzingis and White have combined to go 11 of 23 from distance. Carter for Jalen Smith, turns the corner on Jaylen Brown, runs it off the glass, no good. There's your double-double for Porzingis, 31 points, 10 rebounds. Jaylen Brown, no look, left corner, Derek White for a good night 3, but it rims out on the rebound for Jalen Smith.
Well, put that one on the floor with an extra little bounce to it.
Well, 116-95, final 2:55. Javon Carter dribbles into a straightaway 3 and hits it. That's tough to do coming off this, sitting on the bench all night.
Yes. Going to get a key before he gets hurt. Yeah.
It's a great story. Guy was fighting lions.
Killing
him. Jason Tatum. His night just about to be over here at the next whistle. Tatum draws the double team, bounce pass, Porzingis, deep three, got it. And the night ends the way it began with Porzingis knocking down shots from crazy range. His 8th of the night, ties a career high, 119-98. Javon Carter missed a three. Porzingis wrestles his 11th rebound to the ground, gets it away to Derek White. 119-98. 34 points, 11 rebounds, 8 threes for Porzingis.
Another one coming. Oh, to
Tatum behind the back bounce pass. Porzingis misses what would have been the 9th of the night. Jalen Smith has the rebound. Carter just launching. Three is no good. Tatum another rebound is 8. And Joe Mazzulla is going to wait for the media timeout. He wants to get the guys out now. We'll step out for the final time. It's Geno time. 1:43 to go. Boston 119, Chicago 98 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in low rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Win some, lose some, but always be in the know. At DraftKings, we put your play and performance history all in one place with the My Stat Sheet tool. Get a breakdown of your recent activity with an overview of your deposits, withdrawals, contests, wagers, and more. Use My Stat Sheet to stay on top of your spending so you can stay on top of your game. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
119-98, Celtics in command. They've been in command most of the night. Chicago got it down to 16 a couple of times early in the fourth quarter. Never really felt like a threat. Now, Joe Mazzulla will empty the bench. You get Jordan Walsh out there, Peterson, Cade, and Pritchard. Was not a great Jason Tatum game. We kind of focused on that a lot, but Porzingis was lights out. The return of Derek White looking like Derek White again was big.
Brown was very good.
Springer was tremendous for the Celtics, and I thought low-key Pritchard was too.
Yeah, low-key Pritchard was, but I think Springer was the one that kind of changed the gears. They were kind of just stuck in neutral, and all of a sudden, boom, he got some things going on the defensive end, knocked down a tray.
Knicks up by 7 on Denver with 6 minutes to go. Celtics trying to stay a game ahead of New York. Cleveland going to win their game in Miami. Pritchard down the right side, pulls up at 12 feet. Jump a little bit short. And Carter, who's zealous, has the rebound. Pacers drop 133 on Detroit. Terry switches to the right hand, zips to the corner. Phillips, follow-away three is no good. The rebound for Jordan Walsh. Philadelphia said they're going to beat Sacramento tonight, and you're going to have a virtual tie for the last play-in spot. Two teams that neither one of them wants to be in the play-in, Philadelphia or Chicago. Tatum trying to get it to Pritchard. Ball fake, Javon Carter. That gives Pritchard an open three.
That'll go a long way. I guess I tripped. No, you didn't. You got faked out.
And it was Cada's pass that faked out Javon Carter. Final 39 seconds. Terry falls down, gets rid of it to Javon Carter. Phillips runs it with the right hand off the window and in. Chicago hits 100, but way too little, way too late.
The thing you think about guys like Phillips, guys come off the bench. These were great college players. These are the best players right now in the world in the NBA.
Welcome to the big time.
Some of these guys sitting on the bench right now, and you think, he can't play. No. Guy probably averaged about 25, 26, 27.
Never been deeper. Hey, point out that Isaiah Thomas scored 40 last night in the G League. Fans rise to their feet. Peyton Pritchard will take another one of his famed shot clock violations.
Yeah, wait a minute. Isaiah scored 4. Wow. Man, you're talking about staying with it. It's like, I want to go home and be with the wife and kids. I still want to play ball.
Terry will dribble out the clock, and it is over. And the Boston Celtics, for the 14th time in 15 games after a loss, win. No losing streak again. They get their 33rd win of the year and head back out on the road. The final score, Boston 122, Chicago 100. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Tatum draws the double team. Bounce pass. Porzingis deep 3. Got it. And the night ends the way it began with Porzingis knocking down shots from crazy range. His 8th of the night ties a career high. 34 points, 11 rebounds for Kristaps Porzingis as the Celtics finally get a start-to-finish performance from their starting 5 and record a 22-point win. They beat the Bulls 122-100. We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app, you'll earn points on every purchase. And now there are even more ways to easily redeem your points for rewards. Members enjoy personalized deals and can save up to 20% weekly. Earn gas discounts of up to $1 a gallon at participating stations. And can easily opt in to redeem points for automatic cash off at checkout. Just set it and forget it. All with the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app. Become a member for free when you download today. Whether you're a small, medium, or Fortune 100 company, NetSuite by Oracle is the leading cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. NetSuite provides real-time insights and forecasting, allowing you to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Grow profitably with NetSuite. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
You ready for the Celtics season? Yeah.
If you want your kids to love something,
big game for the Celtics tonight.
It's important to start them young. That's why Amica Insurance and the Celtic Shamrock Foundation are teaming teaming up to improve access to early childhood education across New England so that the next generation gets the start they deserve. Amica Insurance is a proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.9% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Tatum gets it away to Porzingis. Derek White, he's got an open look from the wing. It's a three. Good night.
Confidence. That week, a couple of weeks when we sort of hesitate. Now, like, okay, that's my shot.
Porzingis and White have combined to go 11 of 23 from distance. So the starting five. Needed to see a big performance in the starting five, and you got it tonight. Granted, Chicago didn't have Zach LaVine. Celtics played again without Al Horford and Sam Hauser, but a blowout win. It's kind of what the doctor ordered for a Celtics team that had been just 5-7 in their last 12 games at home. They win the season series from the Bulls 3-1. They avenged the earlier home loss to Chicago that kind of started this whole run. This run where the Celtics have gone 11-10 in the last 21 before tonight began with the home loss to Chicago back in December. Celtics win this game 122-100, and we spent probably maybe more time than we needed to talking about Tatum looking tired and needing a day off because that was about the only scab you could pick at tonight because everything else went really well.
Everything did go well, but I think that you're right, and it's more important when you think about Tatum getting rest. And, you're halfway to the season. And think about this. The All-Star game comes up. So he's gone through all this stuff for the All-Star game. When is he going to get a chance to rest his body? Here's a guy who's been playing probably about 2 or 3 years, because just every other day, every day, no real time to really relax. And when you're playing a game like this, it's not only a physical game, but it's a mental game. And right now, mentally, if I'm looking at his face, he looks to be somewhat tired.
He hates to do it, to sit out. He especially hates it on the road, particularly in the places where you only go one time a year, like New Orleans. But the schedule, we said from the start when this thing came up, a lot of teams are on this steeplechase. It's not just the Celtics, but you're essentially going hard these last 4 weeks for the All-Star break because the All-Star break is longer, the NBA Cup break is long, so you got to squeeze a lot of games in other parts of the season. And the Celtics are just in this 4-week run without a true day off where there's a game, either a back-to-back or every other day. So if you're going to do it, you're going to have to pick a spot now.
Yeah, you're going to have to pick your poison. And then picking your poison this time would be maybe a game like New Orleans, a team right now that, their players right now have been out and they've been decimated with injuries. But that has to happen. The mental part of the game is just as important, again, as the physical part.
Games decided by 20 or more the last 2 years. Celtics now 32-3. 32-3. They blow out the Bulls 122-100. 3-game road trip. A couple of games against sub-500 teams on the road in Philadelphia Sunday and in New Orleans on Friday. Then a high-profile national TV week starting Tuesday night in Cleveland. We'll be with you at 7:30 on Friday night as the Celtics play their ninth Western Conference road game of the month of January. They'll try and sweep the season series from Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. We'll talk to you on Friday night after this 122-100 win. We'll talk to Joe Murray.
All right, thanks, guys. Celtics with a big win tonight, and, well, it was all led by the Unicorn. His name was Kristaps Porzingis, and we'll certainly get into the box score and what happened tonight. But first, let's get the Lexus amazing play of the game.
Pass Porzingis again, 3 again.
All right, there goes that broken thing I tried to get to.
The Unicorns got 6 threes in the first half and 26 points in 17 minutes.
Lexus amazing play of the game brought to you by the Lexus TX. Whether you're the passenger princess, a new set of twins, or even the family dog, everyone travels in luxurious comfort in the Lexus TX. I'm Joe Murray. We'll have more after the Celtics win tonight here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, There's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Brex is proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at brex.com/grow.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messingthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time. Woo! Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, stumbles, and floats it back out to Porzingis. He's open, so he fires and knocks down his 7th three of the night.
That's a killer. I mean, you come back and you miss him. That's a 5-point swing, man.
One shy of a career high for Porzingis, and a steal for Derek White. On the pass back out, deflected. Jaylen Brown drops it between his legs for Jason Tatum's three. And the lead is 24.
Well, that's tonight's connection to the game, powered by Comcast Business with an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership. Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com today. Well, Celtics finally get a big home win, which they've needed. 122-100 over the Bulls tonight, led by Kristaps Porzingis, 34 points. Jaylen Brown at 38. Derek White at 22. Jason Tatum, 16. Peyton Pritchard had 10.7 assists off the bench. They shot 41% from three, taking 44 threes on the night. They held Kobe White and Josh Giddey to 26 total points on the night. And the Celtics off now until Friday when they travel to the Western Conference to take on New Orleans. So, big win for the Green. Go back out on the road. Our thanks to Matt Stenberg tonight. Excellent job, my man. We're back here on Friday night. I'm Joe Murray on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jaylen forces it up over Seaton. No! He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. How about a trail three? Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, Brex, Corona, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports.
Zaka across, they scored.
Porzingis.
Point a shot, rebound, score.
WBZFM and HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Leslie Media Group Station.
Terry will dribble out the clock, and it is over. And the Boston Celtics, for the 14th time in 15 games after a loss, win. No losing streak again. They get their 33rd win of the year and head back out on the road. The final score, Boston 122, Chicago 100.
Yeah. Dancing. Yeah. Celtics, big winners tonight. 122-100 was the final in this one. I would love to give you some analysis on this one, but the Bulls stink. I could tell you what a great night it was for Peyton Pritchard and his 10 points and 7 assists off the bench. I could really give you some hard-hitting analysis, but talent took over tonight. Talent is the reason why the Celtics won this game. Few takeaways that I have. I'll get to those in a minute here. We're driving home. You're driving home. I'm about to go home in an hour. We're here till 11. 617-779-0985. What's up to David and KB in our YouTube chat? Celtics repeat. Lose no more than 5 games in the postseason, says David. And KB says the first thing he does when he gets into bed is takes his socks off. I like to take my socks off before I get into bed. Sometimes I don't like to take my socks off at all. Especially in the winter. We all love footsies. Anyway, Celtics win tonight. They lost to Houston. It's talked about a lot, their fourth quarter struggles. How about just struggling at home? So, number one takeaway, they took care of business at home. Second takeaway, the Celtics have now improved after a loss. They're 15-1 now on the year after a loss. So, I think they've only lost back-to-back. Yeah, only lost back-to-back games once this year. So that's pretty good. And Kristaps Porzingis had a monster night. I mean, he was electric from downtown. 34 points for him, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. A huge night. Plus 22 on the court. He went 8 for 14 from downtown, hit all 6 of his free throws, 10 of 18 from the field. This is the best basketball I've ever seen from Kristaps Porzingis. And I'm talking about times in New York, times in Dallas, or even Washington for that matter. This is the best basketball we've seen from Porzingis. I just hope he can stay the course, stay healthy, but also this is what the team can look like when they shoot 41% from 3. I know that the 3-point argument is always there when it comes to the Celtics. But when they shoot 40% or more, they win. They win by double digits, and the other team taps out, and that's exactly what happened again tonight. Now, the Bulls stink. They're 20-27. They struggle on the road this year. Like, this was a really good just get-right game for the Green, who go on the road on Friday night. So we'll see how that goes when they play New Orleans. But it was really good to see Kristaps Porzingis get going. And, right now he's shooting a career-high 42% from 3. That's huge. This guy's a 7'4" guy. 7'4", shooting 42%. I'll take it. Celtics now 14-1. I said 15. 14-1 coming off a loss. Porzingis 34 points. Hit a career high 3-pointers tonight. Then they get a 3-game road trip. So as much as I want to say, hey, great win after a loss, great win at home tonight, and awesome to see Kristaps Porzingis shoot 42%, hit 8 threes, and have over 30 points. It's fantastic. The team shot 41% from 3. I'm happy about that. I'll look up some of the other numbers here, but what were the assists? 32 assists tonight. We always talk about that, Scaz. Whenever they go over, essentially, anything over, 25, they're pretty good. The bench contributed at times. Jaden Springer played 19 minutes off the bench. Pritchard gave you 34. Was a plus 13 on the night. No Hauser. No Horford. Tatum was dealing with something, but he played. He shot 2 for 6 from downtown. 4 for 4 from the field. Did have 3 turnovers, but, 16 points, plus 14 on the night. And, I know that the Porzingis is the biggest takeaway, no doubt about it. His insertion, the way he's played, the team struggled, though. And at times I wondered if he was a part of that. Like, is he the reason why the team has its struggles? I don't believe, though. I don't believe that is what the case is at all. Celtics get back in the win column tonight. They win in blowout fashion. They beat the Bulls 122-100. They're now 33-15 on the year. The Bulls without Zach LaVine tonight. What was that all about? Personal issue? Celtics had a 24-point lead at one point. Jaylen Brown had a good night. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I'll take that. Derek White shooting again. 22 points, 5 assists. Porzingis is on a stretch right now. Again, I haven't seen it like this before. He's been red hot from 3. 8 for 14 tonight. Matched his career high for threes in a game. In the month of January, he's shooting 37 of 73. Hang on. So 37 and 37 is 74, right, guys? So 37 of 73. That's over 50% from 3. Joe Math, I believe that's 50.7%. Joe Math. Yep. That's good. He looked his best on the season tonight. Absolutely great. So the Celtics were down 2 rotation players tonight. Jaden Springer got in on some action. Played some solid ball, showcased that defense that we've seen, and they're clearly showcasing him. He's been a pest defensively. Finished with 4 points, 5 rebounds in 19 minutes. He's one of their main guys off the bench tonight. And winning after a loss is huge. 14-1 now, as I mentioned. They've always responded. Know what the flip side of all this is? The Celtics' record after wins, 19-14. 14-1 after a loss, 19-14 after a win. That's not good. Let's get that up there a little bit. And now here comes another road trip. Heavy travel here. 7 more games before the All-Star break. 5 of those come on the road. They played 10 of their 16 games in January were all on the road. They haven't played many games at home, and they haven't played well at home. And personally, I think they've been better on the road this year. Let's throw some numbers. They have 7 more games to go. What would be an acceptable record for you before the All-Star break of those 7? Do they have to go 5-2? 6-1?
Yeah, I'm in the 5-2 range. 5-2, 6-1. That's a good mark headed in.
If it's 4-3, what happens?
Panic, Joe. Hit the panic button. No, I think you saw it tonight. I thought Drew he looked a little banged up at times tonight. I wanted to keep an eye on that. I saw some people tweeting that he was resting his wrist and didn't play much in the second half. So
that was reported.
Yes,
I saw people reporting that.
Some to look for there. But yeah, I would say 5-2 is right where they want to be.
Okay. Any takeaways for you tonight?
I'm with you. Porzingis has been, their most consistent player, their best player since his return. Him and Tatum pretty much every night, guys you can rely on. I know Tatum's shooting has gone up and down. I thought Jaylen was more involved tonight, especially on the glass. I thought in the first half he had some really good rebounds, something we hadn't seen him doing in recent games. Their defensive intensity, and then just Derek White. When Derek White is playing well, and especially defensively, they're just a different team. The whole team looks different. They're more in sync. They're better defensively. And that Jaylen and Porzingis thing is real. They play off each other really well. And the way Tatum's handling the double teams and being blitzed this year, he's seeing it. He's seeing everything really well. So a really well-rounded, much-needed win for the Celtics tonight.
It's what bothered me in the Houston game.
Was Ime knows exactly what the Warriors did too. The way to beat the Celtics is to blitz Tatum, throw doubles at him, and force everyone else to beat you.
Yeah, and Brown went 0 for 5 with a 12-point lead. Didn't swing it back through. And they really didn't use Porzingis because of the foul trouble. They can't do that, Skaz, with Porzingis. Like, if you're going to blitz Tatum, you got a 7'4" guy with a 11-foot wingspan.
Who's shooting 55% from three, basically.
50.7, Joe Math.
I'm rounding that up, Joe. 51%.
55. No, I like your 55. It's like weights. Like when you play football, I'm 6'3", but really I'm 6'5" on the football field. Oh, I used to love that when they used to beef up your size a little bit.
Oh, yeah. We used to always
James Scaramazino, 6 foot 200.
Yeah, about 5'8". 5'8" on a good day.
I always loved that. That was always good. This is the best I've ever seen Kristaps Porzingis. I had a Porgy when he was in New York.
Might be the healthiest he's looked since he's been here, too.
Well, you just sent it from Zach Cox, our buddy over at the Herald. Kristaps Porzingis has preached patience since his return from off-season surgery. He's now been one of Boston's best players for close to a month. Absolutely. He might, guys, although I think Tatum is their best consistent night in and night out guy, tonight he was 16 points. People are going to be like, oh, this is to start the narrative, right? Brown and Porzingis really got something going, and then look at Tatum, 16 points. This was Porzingis' night. He had 8 threes made.
He had 26 points at halftime.
Like, I'm not even concerned about Jason Tatum's 16 points tonight. But again, if you want to go that way, Brown and Porzingis are trying to take over Jason Tatum's spotlight.
On the last 7 games, I'd like to see Tatum sit one of them. I know he doesn't sit, but you heard Grandy and Max tonight. They talked about it multiple times, that of everyone out on the floor at times, Tatum just looked a little fatigued. Looked like he was just a little off tonight. He's played an insane amount of basketball over the last couple of years. Just give him a rest. Give him one night off. I know he doesn't want to do it, especially on the road, but that look what Derek White looked like after they gave him a night off. He looks like a completely different guy.
Something happened in Dallas with him. I don't know what it was. He got his stroke back. And, dude, I thought they were good against Houston. Besides, this is like a Gerard Mayo thing. Hey, we were really good until, 8 minutes to go in the game. Everything was great until 8 minutes to go in the game. I don't think Houston was a bad loss. It's just an example of them giving up leads and at times being outcoached late defensively. Do you think they played defense tonight? So that's where I stand. I thought they picked up intensity, and Jared Springer was playing defense.
Jaden.
Jared? Who's Jared Springer?
But
do we know a Jared Springer?
I'm glad you brought this up because at times, I didn't think the defensive effort was great, but there were multiple points in the second half where I thought when they needed to play defense, they did. There was a possession with 9 minutes maybe around to go in the fourth quarter, and Kobe White had the ball for maybe 8 of the 24 seconds, and Tatum was all over him. He tried to pass out of it twice. He got the ball back, and he ended up hucking up a 3 at the shot clock buzzer that didn't go in, and they played defense for all 24 of those 24 seconds. So I think the intensity, the effort was definitely more there tonight than in the last couple games.
I agree, and I think they know they're going on the road. If you were to sit Tatum, let's just pull out the list. And by the way, I have some numbers for you coming up in a minute here. Let's just look at the schedule, okay? New Orleans, Philly.
Yeah, you sit him Friday in New Orleans.
You sit him Friday.
Yeah.
Because you'll get Horford, Hauser back.
You should, yep. And then you'll get Philly Sunday. Then you have the Cavs, Mavericks, Knicks, Heat.
So 3 straight road games. That one's interesting. Now, granted, it's Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. That Dallas game, I would circle that one as a potential loss. But you know what I also would look at? When they return from road trips, guys, they've now lost their last 2 games after a trip. Sacramento and then Houston. That Dallas game on a Thursday night, I'm going to circle that one. You know why? It's also a look-ahead game because they'll play a Saturday night game against the New York Knicks.
Yeah, Tatum's not missing that one.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
I would miss Tatum on Friday night because he'd have what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then he would be available on Sunday against Philadelphia on national TV. And then there's the showdown against Cleveland.
And you have the Mavericks right after that. That's
the game I'd circle. They've struggled off the trips. First game back after a road trip with New York on deck. This is my gambling eye looking at this. If we're looking at the schedule here, the Mavericks game is probably the one that should get them. Even though it's at home. This is where they struggle. The other thing is, what if they lose to Cleveland? They'll come back and take care of business against Dallas. So I'm interested how they should beat New Orleans. Philly, they owe them a payback from Christmas. They do. Is Embiid going to miss another game, by the way? He's missed 400 games.
I believe I saw 47% of his games he's missed.
We've been using a lot of Joe math lately. 47. So how much? So of the $300 million he's made, how much has he actually earned? Like $70 million? Or is that even earning? 47%.
Joel Embiid has played in 446 games. He's missed 400 games.
That pisses me off. We're like slaving here after a Celtics game, and that guy could just sit. See, I can't compare ourselves, but you know what? I'm going to anyways. Yeah, we'll look back at the schedule here. Let's talk to Benny. Benny in Oxford. Hey, Benny.
Hey, what's up, Jody? Like, this is 2 nights in a row of games, but I feel like we're on the same wavelength there because a few things. I'm not like jumping for joy over this game. It was more of a talent issue. You talk about Tatum, and I was literally going to ask Gaz and you guys, like, looking at the schedule, what nights do you rest him? And I was on the same page, either Pelicans and or like that Dallas game, because he's not going to sit Philly or Cleveland, and he's not going to sit the following Saturday.
This is an interesting stretch, huh? Like, you know, the games that stand out to me of importance, Philly is like a payback. It's a Sunday national TV game, but Cleveland and the Celtics going at it, that's going to be talked about. It'll be on TNT. And the last time they showed out on TNT, they had their worst loss of the year against the Lakers.
Yes, I feel like that those are bigger games. Real quick about tonight, like I'm agree with you. I thought tonight was more of a talent issue. I'm not over here jumping for joy. Like Celtics are back on the wagon. Like no, I mean I'm happy with a 20-point win. My biggest happiness is coming from Kristaps and Derek White. Looking way better. I mean, betting wise, I know you're a big better. Kristaps' first basket 3-pointer has been pretty money the past few games. So,
have you ever seen his shot, right? Again, I practice beef, balance, elbow in, eye on the basket, follow through. His threes are lasers. They just right into the hoop. I don't know how he does it.
I've been like tripling down on his bets. So either first basket completely for the team, first basket threes for him. So it's just like he's been money that way.
So Kristaps Porzingis first basket and first basket 3 is money.
Money. It's been like that for the past couple of days.
I will share that message to my betting community. But yeah, the Cleveland games, the one I'm circling is Dallas. I feel like they just beat them, right? It's they're now at home where they struggle a little bit more. They'll have New York on deck. And that's I think a game they're going to get up for. It's a Saturday night game. So it depends on what happens with Cleveland. Like if they beat Cleveland, I feel like Dallas could trip them up. If they lose to Cleveland, I feel like they take care of Dallas, but they're still on a look ahead against New York.
No, I agree 100% with that. That Dallas game more depends on the Cleveland result. And real quick, if I can speak on tonight again. I mean, I'm happy with the win again, but there's still moments I see Jaylen Brown like losing spacing on defense and stretching that second quarter where a few guys just have open threes on him and it's his area and he just sometimes looks a little lost. Again, not like crazy worried about it. I just want to see like better consistency there, like just better. What's the right word I'm looking for? Like get on the right track sooner. I want to start building better habits moving forward.
I don't want this to be a green teamer take, but I think when the stakes get a little heavier, we're going to see him buckle down.
I'm hoping so.
I think we all hope so because when he plays at an elite level, they're unbeatable. And by the way, no one's ever seen Kristaps Porzingis play this good. So imagine if you could get the both of them on the right track and Tatum's consistency. They're not going to – I know people are going to think I'm a green teamer here. No one's getting the talent alone. They'll just win.
I agree. And all you Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, debaters, Jason Tatum was still getting double teamed while the other two guys were hot tonight. So keep that in mind.
All right, Benny. Appreciate you, man.
Right, thank you.
All right, take care. Yeah, the double team against Houston, they can't do that with Porzingis on the court. They can't. We haven't seen it yet. It's because the one time that we have actually seen the whole entire everybody healthy, it's Golden State. And they won by 40. Now, I wasn't impressed after the game because Golden State was bad. But just facts. When healthy, they can win by 40 or they can lose by 2 to Houston. All right, we'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. We're here until 11 o'clock tonight here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Mom, what happens at the end of Goldilocks?
Well, the bears were too nice to kick Goldilocks out, but they wanted her to find her own place. So they told her about Redfin.
But I thought...
Redfin updates its listings every 2 minutes and gives personalized recommendations. So Goldilocks found something that was just right for her.
And lived happily ever after?
Yep, in a cute house by the beach. With no bears.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Equal Housing Opportunity, CADRE, number 01521930.
Hotels.com knows that planning your book club's annual trip can get chaotic. Self-Improvement Steve needs a hotel gym, and Horror Harriet ghosted the group chat about budget. Collaborate, vote on your favorites, and book all in the app. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The Clear Path for Veterans New England team is proud to announce that in partnership with 22 Mohawks, we will be participating in this year's Boston Bruins Be-Fit Challenge on February 2nd at TD Garden. This event is raising money for veterans and first responders, as well as raising awareness for health and wellness in the community. Please consider supporting us as we hit the Garden stairs to reach our goal of $5,000 to continue to provide services for veterans in need throughout New England. Go to Clear Path for Veterans New England to donate.
All right, folks, this ain't the little itty-bitty teeny-tiny bowl. No, this is the Super Bowl. That's Super Bowl LIX. And you can get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Now, scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. And you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And Hope is here if you feel you have a gambling problem. Call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start with GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
I'm Jennifer Garner. You may know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card because it makes everything we do even more rewarding. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles on every purchase means we earn more too. And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is a public service announcement from 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Goodwill can turn your donations into jobs. They found a direct link between your donations and job creation. Log on to goodwill.org and become a job creator. That's goodwill.org.
Felger and Maz are just his pregame.
They've been getting wholesale deals for years.
It's Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
Derek White will inbound. Tatum's in the backcourt. He comes into Porzingis. Porzingis bounce pass for Tatum. Tatum launches a three at the buzzer and hits it. And the Celtics drop a 42-point quarter on the Bulls.
Celtics win tonight, 14-1 now following a loss this season. They win the series over the Bulls this year, 3-1, who the Bulls beat them at home, right? Earlier this year. They've won 7-8 against Chicago, and it's all unicorns and show ponies. Well, just the unicorn. And 4 this year. Not good. They've had fourth quarter struggles. It's been pretty persistent all year long, and in their 15 losses, they rank dead last in field goal percentage, net rating. Like all of these issues, defense, it's when Porzingis isn't in the mix. His 5 fouls the other night, they didn't play him late, and I think that was where they had their struggles. And all right, I'm going to do Coach Joe for a little bit here, just to give you some Coach Joe, okay? So what defenses are doing right now is Tatum will have the ball, let's say, left side of the key, right? Top of the key. So he'll have the ball. They'll put Brown to the left of him. And they'll kind of just do like one guy in the corner and then 2 near the block, 1 on the perimeter outside. So the defenders are essentially chasing Jason Tatum. So when they chase him, they're either trying to double him or he's, when he stops his dribble, but what he has to do is he has to make a strong over-the-top pass. Wow, I'm really doing Coach Joe right now. Over-the-top pass to the wing, which would be Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown will then try to penetrate, but everyone's kind of covering the middle, and it's just as Jason Tatum is out of the play after that. Couldn't say that. Sorry. So once Brown gets the ball in the corner, everyone attacks the middle. Brown feels like he has to take the shot. He should penetrate more, then try to come back out, and everyone should just somewhat rotate, but they're not doing it. With Porzingis in the lineup, he can play anywhere around the free throw line, and now he can be the lob inside. Not bury it to to Brown on the outside. Where their struggles are is Tatum gets doubled, throws it over the long pass to Brown. Brown penetrates where he gets the open shot because they want him to take the shot. He went 0 for 5 the final 8 minutes of the quarter the other night. With Porzingis in there, now they have 2 opportunities. They have one opportunity to look inside to Porzingis. The other is Brown can look at it, throw it inside, and then they can set back up. They can then look for somebody on the baseline. Brown can go back to where Tatum was. They can reset. This is why I bring up the assists. They had, I believe, under 20 assists the other night. Tonight they had 32 assists. When they're passing the ball, shooting 41% from three, and getting to the free throw line, they're going to win on talent alone. They don't need the analytics. They don't need Joe Mazzulla. But down the stretch, you do need a coach that can adjust to this. And I think Mazzulla was outcoached the other night by Ime Udoka. Porzingis had the 5 fouls. Cornette couldn't give you the same thing that Porzingis did. And defensively, forget about it. So, although the other night was concerning, I just don't think Cornette's going to be out there. And I do feel like when they blitz Tatum, like they did tonight, Tatum made him, Jaylen Brown made him pay, and Porzingis really made him pay. So, teams will think twice about blitzing and doubling Jason Tatum if Porzingis and Brown have the nights that they do, not to mention the night that Derek White did. I hate to go all Coach Joe on you, but that's the difference between Houston and what we saw tonight, although talent in the end was the difference. Sarko!
Oh, Joel, hold on. Let me turn this off. I just did.
What are you vacuuming or something? What's going on over there?
What do you think's going on? I told you, man. Me and the wife will be at the office, brother. Lee. So this is where we are right now, finishing up right now. That's the last thing we do once you back them up,
Yeah, what'd you think about the Celtics tonight?
Man, let me tell you. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, seriously, like, they won. That's cool. All right, because they needed to win, and I was more than sure they was going to win. There's no way they can lose. Zach LaVine's in the game. Like, it's a different game because they would have had to deal with him. I bet you, like, every time that the Bulls kept coming back, if Zach LaVine was in the game, they probably would have stayed in the game, and they wouldn't even have covered the points. But they still should have won the game. You get me? So we already all know the record, like, back to back, like, when you play and then they lose and next game they win. We all know that. But I'm not happy. Now, a couple of months ago, I did go to the game with the wife. I never was able to talk to you about it. And that's when I noticed all of everything that was going on. That's what it actually started, was the first in the NBA Cup game against Atlanta. That's when I started, like, seeing something. I said, these are the same things that they always do. They're going back to the same habits that they were doing 2 years ago. And that's when I started noticing not the same team as last year. That's why you see all this stuff going on. Not only that, to be honest with you, when you go on a playoff run, you win a championship, they go play Olympic basketball. Your legs your legs, like, they're tired. They need rest. And honestly, like, it's hard to repeat. That's why it's hard to repeat. But it can be done. Of course it can be done. You know what I mean?
What do you think of
Skaz, real quick. What's up, Skaz?
Oh, Skaz.
I want to say what's up to Skaz. Skaz, how you doing, brother?
Sarko.
Hey, what's up? Listen, I want to tell you something real quick. During the holidays, the week off, which was pretty cool because we had the nights off. Our office was closed for a week. I got to catch up on the Celtics podcast that you have. And I love the fact of why you guys called it the Green Teamers Podcast, because you guys said Mike Solger was going to call it a Green Teamers Podcast anyways. That's what Jimmy Stewart said, right? Yeah, that cracked me up. I swear, like, on the first episode, I was like, wow. So I caught up on that. All right, guys?
I appreciate that, Sarko. Thank you.
Oh, you got it, brother. You got it. I be, like, watching you on YouTube here and there, like, your little snippets, trying to do the best I can, man. But definitely I listen on my earbuds while I work it. But I'm sorry, Joe. What was your?
No,
what
I was
going
to
to
say, before I let you go, what do you think of Porzingis?
Oh, I mean, who was it that said it? I'm not really sure, but no, it's very true. Like, the injury, and I mean, like, I get scared. Like, every time he goes up, I see him come down, like, like around there, like a lot of people, in the paint. I'm like, oh shit. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's always when we get comfortable, we give shout outs, we give dap, right? We hug it out.
You reel them in, Joe.
And then we all get, it's all good, Sarko. It's all good. Don't worry about it. We dumped it. The stream gets to hear it. You're good, bro. Don't sweat it. You're always welcome on the show. Don't sweat it. But that's what happens. Things get a little. We all get tight and close, you know. And we just loose lips. Sinks ships. Whew. Wow, that was tough to say, huh? The old loose lips there. Joe, who you got in the Rumble? I'll tell you who I got in the Rumble. But you have to go listen to the Stick to Wrestling podcast where I gave my prediction. All right, well, we get the final segment of the show, I think, coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Mom, what happens at the end